tactics of proxying all the time. But we also have a probe coming across the map from Blinkerbot, so I'm wondering if he's got any new tactics or if that's just a scout. I guess we'll find out. So, ooh, there we have it. Yobot does not like to change his tactics. Here we go, it's straight into the proxying, but up here we seem to have a decent walling going with 2 gateways. Sorry. But down here it's just a scout, I believe. There's no proxying from Blinkerbot. But, oh no, he's coming back for some more. Anyway, let's see up here. Oh, looks like a probe just got taken out from Yobot. That must have been his scouting probe. So anyway, so we've got 2 gateways, 3 gateways coming down against the 2 gateways from Blinkerbot. So it looks like the probes are coming down to take a look, but they're not doing much about it at the moment. They seem to just be standing there, and it looks like he's going to let these complete, but he's got a decent wall in up the top, which is going to really prevent a lot of the units from Yobot getting into the base. And already we have 2 zealots in production from Yobot, and also 2 zealots in production from Blinkerbot. So Blinkerbot knows this is coming now. This is not secret to Blinkerbot at all. He knows exactly what to expect, I'm guessing. He's even done a scout down at the bottom here, and Yobot has no gas, so we know that he's only going to be producing zealots. And here comes the first one. It's 1v2 up there, and the poor zealot looks like he's going to just be slaughtered there by those 2. So, yep, 1 more zealot to the slaughter. And we have some shield batteries coming down. That's really going to help. Yeah. So it doesn't look like this proxy is going to survive, but it looks like it's taken out a probe, so that's good. But yeah, so at the moment, Yobot's lost more units. Oh, sorry. But yeah, it looks like Yobot is just producing more and more zealots, so Blinkerbot isn't producing any units at the moment. Oh wait, no, he's producing 2 stalkers. Now that's going to be very useful for him. My guess is that he's going to use the probes to stick at the wall in and use the stalkers to just get up there. But now we have another attack, and it looks like the probes are trying to get involved. We have a first stalker out, who's just shooting fish in a barrel over there, while the zealots try to break through this wall, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that. And now we have another stalker that's come out on the wrong side. I don't think that stalker wants to be there, but we'll see how it does. Oh no, that stalker definitely does not want to be there. It looks like it's in the wrong area of town altogether. It's going to get slaughtered, but it does look like that wall in is holding, and that other stalker is doing some serious work over there. So I don't know if he's going to be able to break it. Wait, it looks like there's only 1 zealot there compared to the 3 zealots. So he's got 2 zealots now, and there's another zealot out, so it looks like he's got 1 through. But this is yeah, those shield batteries are just doing some real work for Blinkerbot at the moment. So yeah, it's going to go back, and Yobot looks like he's going to bring in another few zealots and see what he can find up there. But it looks like Blinkerbot is going to be able to hold this. Still down here we haven't got any kind of gas. Oh, we've got a gas from Yobot now. And there's another gateway down here and a forge. So I think he's trying to get to level 1 weapons. But he's going to go in for another attack. See if this one's any more successful, but I don't think it will be. We now have more stalkers coming in, and they're just going to be having a shooting gallery down there. And there's no way through for Yobot at the moment. It looks like Blinkerbot is going to be able to hold this quite easily. There's no chance. But it does look like this gateway is pretty low. So possibly if Yobot does get this gateway down, maybe it might help him get more surface area and get to those stalkers, but it's still very much, I think, advantage to Blinkerbot at the moment. With all those units, it's 5 Stalkers out now, compared to 6 Zealots to Yobot. And again, he's going to try and get through here. He may take down this gateway though, and the gateway's going to go down. So we'll see if that helps him at all. But it looks like Blinkerbot is going to be able to hold this still. That's a good micro from the Stalkers to micro back. He's trying to build another one, but there's a little probe in there that just can't get to the area where he's trying to build the gateway. He's stuck right in the middle of all of those units there. But yeah, it's terrible. That poor probe. All he wants to do is go build that gateway, and he just can't get through. Blinkerbot, sorry, you need to go and let your probe through. Oh, he's going out the other way now. Oh, he's doing the other one. That's good. We're gonna have another attack from Yobot, but this is just pointless now. Yobot, I'm sorry, that's just not going to work. And we have Blinkerbot actually moving out to come and take care of these gateways, maybe? Doesn't look like that. But let's see if Blinkerbot actually does move out here. It's taking some interest in those gateways now, so that's going to be good. But, yeah, it looks like he's coming out. Yobot's sending more and more Zealots in, but I don't think he's going to make it. So, looks like Yobot is just continuing trying to build the same gateways, and now we have more Zealots coming in, but nothing doing from Blinkerbot, Yobot, sorry, and those gateways are going to go down. Now let's see if Blinkerbot moves out across the map and tries to just kill Yobot, or whether he decides that that's enough for now and wants to try and macro up a bit. But no, it looks like he's going to come out across the map. One more Zealot goes down, and the tenacity of Yobot to actually come in and try and keep producing Zealots is admirable, but I don't think it's going to work. So let's see. He's coming all the way across the map, and it looks like I don't think there's anything there for Yobot. He's got a couple of gateways incoming, but with just 2 Zealots on the map at the moment and another one in production, I believe. Sorry. Yeah, just another Zealot in production for Yobot at the moment. As we see the Stalkers coming from Blinkerbot, and he's called Blinkerbot, but there's really no reason to blink at the moment. He's got everything he needs. We didn't actually see the blink from Blinkerbot, so maybe in a tougher match he might get there. It looks like it's going to be a pretty comfortable win for Blinkerbot. So first up out of the gates, he's going to take an early lead in his group. So all good news there. The probes, well, they're trying. You've got to give them points for effort. But unfortunately in this competition there is no points for effort. You only get points for winning your games. So there we go. See him take out the last few buildings. I think the Nexus is probably going to go down pretty soon. Yeah. So I think against other bots that would work. What Yobot done, it's just that Blinkerbot had a very good wall-in and a very good way of preventing the Zealots from getting any surface area on his buildings or his units, as we see a few more Zealots come out. Pretty good micro as well, I think, from Blinkerbot. I don't know where he's going on this one. But, oh wait, is there? Yep, it looks like Yobot's got another Zealot over there, and they just walked all over there to take him out, but now it looks as if they're going back. As this hero Stalker here may just finish the game by himself, or not. But yeah, so it looks like one more Zealot in production for Yobot, but I'm not sure if that's going to get out. Probably not. If Blinkerbot either focused the gateway or the pylon, it wouldn't get out for definite, but this Zealot might just make it. It won't do much if it does, but no. And that is the end of our game, I'm afraid. Looks like Blinkerbot takes the victory, and hopefully I think the Doctor might be coming back to help me cast the next game. So there we have it. Blinkerbot takes the victory, and Doctor, welcome. Can you hear me?
Okay.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just about. You
Okay,
missed the first
awesome.
game.
Sorry I'm late. There was a mix-up with the time zones.
Yeah, that's fine. You missed the first game. I cast it on my own. I
Nice,
bet.
nice. No, I had it playing on my car through speakers. I wasn't watching because I was driving, but I was listening. So
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, so it looks like that went not too badly. We had Blinkerbot against Yobot. Yobot took the victory. Um,
mhm.
so hopefully, right. Let me just get out of here. Have you got all the replays set up?
Yeah, I have them all locally. I mean, I haven't tested every individual one, but I've tested a few, and they open up locally. So
Okay, that's good. Um, yeah, for any who don't know, we run the games earlier and we save the replays. So, right, if you put them in, let me just put me in date order. The next one will be 5 Minute Bot against Tier. But
oh, is it? On my computer, they all modified it to the date I. Actually,
yeah,
it'll probably be date created. Yeah, let's see if I can add
yeah,
that.
that's probably the date you extracted them. So yeah.
Is it the one on Blue Shift?
Yes, 5 Minute Bot against Tier on Blue Shift is the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, Basically, the way to do this is load up the replays, then pause it as soon as it gets in, and
Okay.
then let me know, and then we can
Okay.
go through it at the same time. Because
I think if we like are part of a party, like we can actually watch the replays together. But
no, you can't on these ones, unfortunately.
oh, really?
Yeah, they prevent it, so it's something that Blizzard have done.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, I'm loaded. So
All right, just pause it at 000.
yep.
Cool. Okay, ready? In
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. And this match is Tier, which is our blue Protoss. Hold on, just let me get the window up. There we go. Already got some smack talk in chat. Tier saying happy Monday, which it isn't a Monday. He's choosing
uh,
carriers.
Fun day, Monday time.
Yep, so up in the top right corner is 5 Minute Bot, who has won several seasons of the ladder before. One of our oldest returning champions. He says it hasn't been modified much since the last one, so we'll see if it does pretty well. I've got reasonable hopes for it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if what Tier is saying is correct, and it's going carriers, which it said it was, so I have no reason to doubt its honesty, then it might be in a little bit of trouble against 5 Minute Bot, which has a habit of massing Marines. So we'll see how it goes. We have a single SCV running across the map over here, so sorry, you'll have to deal with my terrible observer skills.
All good. All good.
Actually,
Uh,
sorry, yeah, go ahead.
I'm a big fan of the secret base strategy.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, wait, is that what he's
up at the
doing?
top left,
Yeah.
Tier is going ahead to make a secret base for carriers.
Oh
Um,
wow.
it's a classic strategy. Back when I did some Protoss ladder games, one of my favorite strategies was to do some sort of cheese, get a hidden base, and transition it to carriers. So I think that Tier's right on the money here.
So
Uh,
he's challenging your favorite strategies, basically.
yeah. So I have watched a couple of the games before like we started. This is one of them, and out of the ones I screened, I think this one is my favorite. It's actually really cool. So
Yeah. So, but at the moment, he's building up a big wall with two photon cannons, a gateway, and a forge. And 5 Minute Bot seems to be just building barracks as is normal. 5 Minute Bot, I think, seems to like to do a lot of Reaper tech as well. But we have an expansion already from 5 Minute Bot, so in his natural. But yeah.
Yeah. So a 5 minute bot, I believe, was originally based around a timing attack. So like, hence a 5 minute bot, but it's really transitioned to like playing a lot more of a standard game. So it, like gets an early Reaper Scout, and then transitions to like a macro game with like all sorts of units, tanks and liberators. So it's really one of my favorite bots to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely doing well. It's already taken out 3 probes. So, and a bit of early damage, not too bad, but now it just seems to be sitting
These
there.
cannons are really putting in some work, though.
Oh. Actually, you might be slightly ahead of me. What is your timing?
3:15. I mean, so if it wasn't for the cannons, the Reaper could like take out all the workers.
Yeah. Although actually, like, it seems to be in behind, so like it could probably just run around and take it out. Oh, you mean this cannon here? Yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Sorry,
there are 2 cannons behind the mineral lines that are really trying to save the day.
But it looks like that Reaper is just going to sit in the corner there and be happy. But yes, as you said, we have our own little private secret base up here for Tia. That's going to be fun. I wonder if 5-minute bot is going to scout that, because it does like to go around the side of the map sometimes and do a drop. So if it does its normal tactic, it may scout that base. I don't know. But here we have our first Stargate up, and the fleet beacon in production, so I guess it didn't lie originally when it said it was going to go for carriers. But yeah, Tia wouldn't lie, right? I don't know.
So yeah, the hidden base is getting up and running. Like, this is a pretty powerful strategy against mini bots, because if you just don't scout it, they'll never know to attack it. So
yeah, I mean, you often see, like, certainly in previous seasons and some in this season, where bots have basically just gone for the main, and then kind of like once they've taken out the main of the enemy, they'll just sit at that location because they don't know that there's another base anywhere. They don't know to run around. They'll just sit and sort of like dance on the grave of their base.
I'm just looking through the chat. Tier says the cannons back in his main are specifically to defend against the Reapers of Micro Machine. So,
yep. I
pretty effective. You got nice coverage there.
Yeah. But it looks like Micro Machine, 5-minute bot has a pretty significant army lead at the moment. If you look at the units,
that is true.
17, so
I mean, it's to be expected of a bot that's going straight into carriers, but like,
yeah.
So now's the time for 5-minute bot to punish this strategy, because otherwise, like, the carriers tend to get out of control. So
yeah, if you have enough of them, but like it depends how many you have, because in small numbers
that's
they're
true.
pretty useless.
That's true.
But you see, like, this Reaper just throwing the grenade at the cannon every now and again. It's not doing much work for him, to be honest.
It's doing its best.
Yeah, you see a small army here from 5-minute bot. I wonder if he's going to move out. See, if he knew this, if he could get the info from that Reaper there, he'd be straight up in his face right now. You could see a human player just going for it. Certainly.
Oh, going for what? Like,
just go for the throw.
Oh yeah. Like, because you can see what production buildings he has. Like, he clearly has one gate. He'd be like, where is everything?
But yeah, he has full information on this because he just done a scan over there, and we've got our first carrier out. Did that take out the Reaper?
First carrier did take out the Reaper.
Ah, okay, that's good. But yeah, we'll have to see if 5-minute bot decides to move out, or if we get enough carriers to really take him down. So we have a second carrier, 2 more in production, and a third Stargate up doing not much. I guess it's...
Yeah, I'm not sure that you can actually support... I guess you can support 3 carriers on 2 bases.
Yeah, I would think so. Like, I mean, it depends.
But not too much else, because 3 carriers and upgrades is quite a lot of money.
Yeah, he is
But
getting upgrades.
I'm a big fan of bots that go carriers. Even though it might feel like a cheap strategy, they're just good units, like all
Yeah,
around. Like they're good against all sorts of strategies, as long as you can make it to the late game.
yeah.
So
But just so everyone knows, we're still running on the 4.5.1 patch, which is not the patch with a massive nerf to carriers. So um, they are more powerful than they are on live at the moment.
oh, that's so sad. Like I like my carriers. I don't even play Protoss, but it's like one of the things Protoss has going for them is like this big threat of a late game army, you know.
Yeah,
But if you take away the carriers,
yeah, that threat is much
it's
diminished.
sad. It's not a patch I'm a fan of, but I mean I'm a fan of the patch because
Yeah,
there's moving battle cruisers, or
yeah,
eventually. So
yeah, because you wrote a bot that has a lot of reliance on battle cruisers, so
yeah,
that's going to be fun for next season.
yeah, it will be. I'm gonna watch some replays and prove the bot. Have fun with the moving battle cruisers.
Yeah,
So.
it looks like we've got a move out from 5 minute bot to there at least, but and we had one more scout come in. I think he got taken out. But it looks like 5 minute bot is moving around. Maybe he's getting ready to attack.
There's a general like pattern for a lot of bots where they'll build an army and they'll use their army to defend the most recent base they've made.
Yeah,
So, which is fine, especially on this map because like you can move your army between bases fairly easily.
yeah.
So you can like defend, but he's close to maxed out. So I'd be surprised if he doesn't move out.
Probably going to be
soon.
moving out soon, but like there's still 100 supply for tier.
Yeah.
See, he's got 7 carriers now, and another Reaper just moving around. But we do have a move out from 5 minute bot over here. Does he know that base is
So
there?
yeah, you called it from the drop. If you check his vision, the drop ship that he was flying like passed over the hidden base
Ah,
like
yeah.
just recently. So he's like, oh, I found a hidden base.
Ah, there we
So,
go. It looks like there is no response to this. That base is gone.
yeah, there's not too much he can do yet. Like even if he recalled to the base, like he doesn't have that critical mass of carriers yet. He's getting there. Like it's getting to be the threat. So like just him losing this base isn't
But yeah, I mean,
as important as him losing his carrier army.
sure.
Like as long as he can keep making the carriers, like he has a shot.
But if you
So.
look at it, I mean, 5 minute bot has 5 bases, and now tier just has the one. So
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
not really a fair fight, and we're going to get a fight
it's
here.
not.
Oh,
He
this is
can
gonna be
definitely
fun.
out macro him.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Looks like a lot of the units going down. There's not much damage on the carriers at the moment. The carriers are pretty much undamaged. If 5 minute bot just keeps on focusing the actual fighters, he's going to get destroyed. And wow, he is getting destroyed.
That's the other thing I like about the carriers is it can often confuse AIs because like there's all sorts of things they could shoot.
Yeah.
And you really got to shoot the carriers, otherwise the interceptors will just keep coming. So.
But 5 minute bot still has the army supply lead, and it looks like Tier is just going to march across the map here, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right now it's a game of economics, right? Because tier or 5 minute bot can shoot the interceptors because tier's just on one base, you know. So he can't afford to keep making interceptors forever. But
Here we go. It looks like the carriers are getting focused this time. One's about to go down, but we're still losing a lot of marines. But it looks like there's more focus on the carriers. See another one. Wow. I think 5 minute bot might have this, even though he's focusing a lot of the.
yeah, I know it feels like such a close fight though. Like
Yeah.
at least to me, I'm like because I play as Terran on ladder, and mass marines is definitely a counter to carriers, but you really have to commit. And if you lose your marine army, it's basically just over because like you need a certain amount of DPS to like take out these carriers. So.
Yeah. But all the carriers are now down, and Tier's on just one base. There's no way you can replace that.
Yeah, it is true. Every carrier he loses is basically going to be permanent.
Yeah.
So
And
it
that's the
looks
end.
like it's definitely swinging in 5 minute bot's
Yeah.
favor.
I think 5 Minute Bot is now just going to march across the map and take everything out.
Yeah, yeah. It's so sad though. I'm such a big fan of mass carriers.
I know. I am too. Like I use them. It's great if you Protoss late game, just carriers and everyone dies. But unfortunately,
Yeah,
Tyr couldn't make it work.
yeah. Next time, like if he had his carriers, like because you can launch the interceptors then pull back a little bit, and the interceptors will still fire. I
Yeah.
feel like maybe a little bit more carrier micro could have turned the tide of that battle.
There is one more carrier out there, but that one's getting taken down pretty fast by the Vikings. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Ouch. Oof.
I feel like he'd have taken his natural. Gotten like 2 or 3 more carriers out there, he might have been able to push through. Which is like all he needs is that one extra base. So it looks like that's the end of 4 Tier here.
So I mean, this is one of my favorite games because that fight right in the middle of the map, like I felt like really could have gone either way. You know, like
Yeah.
just slight changes to microcode, and it could have been one way or another. You know, so.
Yep. Tier calls GG, and it looks like that is the end of the game. So GG
Oof.
Tier. And yay. So we have a win for Tier. But yeah, 5 Minute Bot is a really strong bot. So
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like basically all the bots that made it this far in the tournament. I love them all,
yeah,
but 5 minute bot definitely has like this like standard level of play to it, and I love it. It's great.
yeah, yeah. No, it definitely has a very strong. I'm not counting it among the favourites for the tournament at the moment, but it's certainly in the pack that could win it.
I mean, it has potential, you know, has a shot.
Yeah,
So
but yeah. So now, unfortunately, due to a bug with the Blizzard client, we have to log in again after every replay. I don't know if you've seen
yeah.
that.
So which replay are we on now?
So the next one is between the two top bots from the ladder. It was Sarsabot against Micro Machine. Micro Machine finished top of the ladder standings. Sarsabot made it in, was the second bot chosen in the draft.
Is it the one on Lost and Found?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm opening it right now.
Cool. Just pause it as soon as you get in. Let me know when
Yep,
you're
yep.
ready. So yeah, Sarsabot is actually really interesting. It's one of the first bots to actually use machine learning. So I think it's going to be pretty strong. I know Nikki's been working really hard on it. Micro Machine actually won the ladder season in terms of the final standings. He finished first. He, it was made by Raf RR and Unusual. Unusual came on right at the end of the project, and Micro Machine got light years better in a very short period of time. So if it's continued that kind of progress up until now, I actually believe it's going to be one of the favourites for the entire tournament.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I watch it and I'm like, this is what I want my bot to be. It
Yeah,
plays very well.
it does. It's got a lot of good Reaper micro. So hopefully we'll see
So
that.
I am ready when you are, Grip.
Okay. Um, Ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, wait, stop. What?
Okay.
Sorry. What? Okay. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm back at 0.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so in the bottom left we have Sarsabot, who's a Zerg player, and in the top right, Micro Machine, who is our Terran player, who, as I said again, finished top of the ladder and possibly one of our favourites. But yeah, so Sarsabot, as I said, was using some machine learning techniques. It's called state action reward state action. It's basically a machine learning technique which it basically goes through a bunch of scenarios and tries to figure out which one's the best scenario. I will try and explain it a bit further in a later date. But we have a proxy hatch Wow. So,
I know, it's so funny.
oh my god, wow, this is amazing. So, Nicky did say he put in some cheese just for the first game.
Yeah, I read that too, and I'm like, this is not the cheese I'm expecting.
No, no, this is more the Gorgonzola style cheese. I was more expecting the ripe cheddar, but no, he's gone straight for the Gorgonzola.
And I think this is like really clever because I mean, like, granted, if you're against a human player, like, this isn't as strong. Like, they'll try and expand to the natural, and you'll be like, ah,
Yeah.
I know what's up. But here, like, you're not only cheesing, but you're denying their expansion. So, like, where will they go? You know?
I wonder if Micro Machine will scout this. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's a matter of when.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, he'll get there soon enough. But yeah,
will it be in time? That's the question.
I don't know. But
I
yeah,
know,
whatever. This is an awesome cheese from Nicky.
I know. So, like, I haven't watched like too many games. I followed Pro Bots a bit, but I haven't like paid close attention to the ladder for like 6 months to a year now. And like these games are all super interesting now. I'm like, whoa, these are all coming out of like left field, and there's some really clever interactions between the bots. It's not just like super scripted. Sometimes like you find something that's like, wow, that's neat, you know.
So we have a Reaper that's just actually scouted it and gone straight past it, and we have some Zerglings that are coming in. So I wonder if the Reaper's just going to take out these Zerglings. But already we have 2 Zerglings going into the base. This could be interesting.
So Sarsa Bot definitely has the edge with 3600 APM.
Yeah.
Over 1100.
So yeah, we have the Reapers coming out from Micro Machine. They're not doing a whole lot of work. So they're taking out a few of the Zerglings, but Nicky has...
It's trying. Like, I feel like the Zerglings could have been taken out by now, but...
Yeah, that Queen is doing some work on that barracks though. And there's a lot of Reapers coming out. I think
Yes, so this could honestly go either way still.
Yeah. If Micro Machine keeps his micro up, like, this could be very much in Micro Machine's favour, just by taking out all the Zerglings. But you do have the Spine Crawlers down there.
Yeah, the Spine Crawlers have a lot of potential. The thing you gotta really pay attention to is Starcraft hasn't taken a gas yet.
Yeah.
So, I think we might need to lower the game sound a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. Just give me a second.
I forgot to tell you that. I was listening in the car, and then like I had it at the right volume, and then suddenly the sound effects, and it was loud. So,
Okay, is that better? Sorry. I need to catch up with you. What time are you on in game?
I'm on 338.
Okay, you need to pause it by 2 seconds.
Here, okay.
I'm on 345 now.
Okay. Should I pause it?
Just pause it to keep up with me.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you hit 4 minutes, pause it.
Okay.
4 minutes, go. Okay, that's better. So yeah, the Spine Crawler can actually reach the barracks, which is really impressive.
It can reach the barracks. The Spine Crawlers, I think, are the real threat here.
Yeah.
I don't think Zerglings are going to be too much of a threat unless it gets the Zergling speed.
But yeah, that barracks is going down.
Oh, am I too loud too? Here, I bet you I could turn my mic volume down.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Am I fine?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine. You're fine. You're good. I can turn you down from here if people think you're too loud.
Okay. Okay.
Wait a sec.
I'm just loving this play though, like the Spine Crawler push.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay, apparently I can turn you down from here. Sorry. Sorry, no, we'd lost all sound. Okay, that's good. But yeah, it looks like the spine... There's what, 3 Spine Crawlers down there now? Oh. You still there?
Yeah, I'm adjusting my sound so my personal Starcraft is a little lower so I can hear you a bit better.
Ah, that's better. Cool. Sorry.
All good, all good. Just working out a couple little hitches, but...
It's the first weekend of our tournament, you know, so we're going to have a few problems here and there. So,
yeah, I feel like the level of play we're at is like 1500 APM Bronze League heroes, where they really do well executed strategies, but they kind of like goof up in some ways.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit of a stalemate right now.
But there's no way that these Reapers are going to take out those spines. I mean, unless he gets like a large amount of them, but that's not going to happen. And only 7 workers now for Micro Machine, so it looks like he's in a bit of trouble here.
I missed it. What happened to all his workers?
I think they tried to go and build the natural and didn't realize. Like,
oops.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why this is like such a funny cheese, because especially against bots, they'll just keep sending workers out to die to the Spartan crawlers. So.
But no, it looks like I don't know if he's going to move those spine crawlers up, because it'd be better off if he just moved those spine crawlers up the ramp and just had them at the top. And there we see another worker go try and build a natural and doesn't quite make it.
So yeah, Micro Machine's definitely in a tight spot.
yeah, he's in a bit of trouble. But here, it looks like the Queen might come up a ramp maybe and try and help out, because the Queen would take out those Reapers no problem. And it looks like they're just kind of like running around trying to stay out of the way of the swine crawler. But there we go, another one down. Another one bites the dust, as they say. But yeah, it looks like Sarsabot has some really nice cheese set up.
It's so effective against bots, I love it.
I know, it's doing really well. Hopefully he does have some other tactics as well. We were just talking up his machine learning and how he's been curating all these amazing learned tactics.
Yeah, he did say it would just be the first game, so.
Okay. Hopefully that will come into play. I have really high hopes for this one. Like,
I know, it's really neat. It's probably my favorite bot. Maybe not my favorite for winning it all, but like just the way it's implemented.
Yeah,
It's definitely a favorite of mine. So.
Who would you rank as a favourite for this tournament then? Do you think? I don't know.
I mean, it's always hard to say. I'm partial to. I'm a little biased. I'm partial to Micro Machine because it's most similar to my bot, and I'm a believer in the strategy that I execute, and it just executes it better. So I mean, I might be a little biased, but that's who I'm.
Fair enough. Well, I think Kakamine is going to be very tough to beat. I know HJ's been working on him a lot, but also,
that is true. Like, that's a tough one too.
Also, I think Three-Way Lover is going to have some fun cheese planned. So if he gets it right, he could possibly win it all. But we'll figure it out.
When it comes to bots, oftentimes it comes down to individual interactions between the bots.
Yeah. And
Kakamine is written in a very generic way, so I think it could be very adaptive to what people throw at him. So.
Yeah. Hopefully. But there we go. We see another supply depot go down, and it looks like this might take a while, but eventually we'll see Sarsabot win. But it might just take a while for.
Yeah, he has. Oh, okay, guys. Guess how many workers have gone down this game?
Let me have a look.
You hit Control R to see.
Oh God.
I know, right?
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah, 45 workers killed. So bad. Yeah, the spine crawlers really should move up to the base. That would end this pretty fast.
It would. But let's see. It looks like he's still maintaining a lot of micro on those Reapers. Actually, I'm wondering how many of the Reapers have gone down. But, I don't know.
It looks so. If we look at workers killed and units killed.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. There's 7 Reapers have gone down. It's Shift L if you want to see the units lost, like pop-up window.
Yes. Sorry. Wow.
So,
144 circlings. That's like.
The resources lost is actually surprisingly pretty close.
Yeah. But now it looks like he's finally got the guts to go up and take out the base. And oh my God, that's so dirty. Micro Machine. Oh my God.
I might be a little bit behind you.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no, that is dirty. Oh no. Okay.
We might end up seeing our first draw here if we can just float that over into a safe
Yeah.
position.
When I said this bot was similar to mine, that's not what I meant.
That was your tactic, Doctor. Come on.
I know.
Oh, God.
I made like there wasn't a rule against it, so I'm like, might as well. But it's my least proud moment.
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll see.
there
We'll
we
see what
go.
happens. Like, Sarsabot has Zergling speed, so the Reapers will eventually go down.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard to micro Reapers against Zergling speed.
Yeah.
So at this point, every Reaper that goes down is permanent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fast forward a bit to see if this winds up as a draw,
I don't know.
because we could be here for a while.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, it looks like it's just good. If we can get those queens up there, it can probably take it out. 'Cause it doesn't look like at the moment he's floating it anywhere. So if he can get those queens up and maybe do that. But he's also teching up here into Hive, so...
I think this is one of the maps where I don't know if that is out of reach of the queens,
Yeah.
like the corner of the map. So
Yeah. Sorry, taking up into a...
yeah, this does not go on for like too much longer, relatively speaking.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But it's still like another like 5-6 minutes.
Okay, we'll hang around for that then.
Okay.
But yeah. So all it needs is for those queens just to get up there. Or what's he taking up into? Oh, he's just building more queens. But I don't know. If
I think this bot. I mean, all the best bots kind of need a way to deal with this.
Yeah.
So eventually they're going to tech it up into air units,
Yeah.
right? This.
I think that's probably best, but it doesn't look like there's any air units incoming. We don't have any Spire or... Oh, wait. We've got a Hydralisk den down. That could be our end condition. There's a Hydralisk
right
den
at
on the
the
way.
end. I know you guys were wanting us to see some smack talk.
Okay. Don't
Okay.
spoil the surprise.
I'm not going to spoil it, but it's funny. To me, at least.
But it
Anyways.
does look like those queens are getting a little bit more guts now. Although it's going back to inject. I don't know what it's injecting for. He doesn't seem to be building a lot right now. But if he can get those Hydralisks out and get it up there and take out the command center, then yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those games where like I just don't quite know when a game is won or lost. So
Yeah.
you just kind of have to like have some fun watching the interaction.
Oh, wait, we've got... Oh, I thought it was attacking the command center there for a moment, and now it's just going for a supply depot. But another Reaper's going down. I don't know if it will take out that queen, but... Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the trigger is, but it seems like once Sarsabot reaches a certain point, it's like, I got you on the ropes, and it goes back to just macro up to do a big final push, you know?
Yeah. So it's... But it doesn't look like... there's only 2 army now for Micro Machine. There's only those 2 Reapers. Any human player right now would just be having fun, and there we see it. The command center is being attacked. It's moving out. But the queen doesn't seem too interested in it. But
I know. I like how the queens are just there to like be like, this is Zerg territory now. And just put troop troopers everywhere. Like all we need now is a drone to get into the main and like spray Zerg symbols everywhere.
So it looks like Sarsabot has a bunch of Zerglings. It's just not throwing them in. I don't know. Oh, there we go. We have the Zerglings on the way. Hopefully they're going to come and end the game now.
Yeah, it doesn't take much at this point.
No. And we see all the buildings, and apparently winter is coming from Sarsabot. Oh, this might be a reference to Probox, because in Probox, Drek, who is the host of the show, had a hilarious misread of Sarsabot's name and thought he was Sansabot out of Game
I
of
did
Thrones.
too!
And it's
I
like,
thought the same thing!
how? It's not even. I guess it's only 1 letter difference, but
Yeah, and it's not even that big of a letter. Like, the R is almost an N, if you just need a tiny little extra line there, so...
I guess so.
And
I
me,
don't know.
without a machine learning background, I didn't know SARSA was actually an algorithm until earlier today.
Yes.
So,
But there we go. Hopefully, it looks like the Queen is taking more of an interest into the command center now, or the orbital command, rather. But it looks like it will burn down, maybe? It's not quite in the red yet. But, oh, there we go. It's starting to burn.
I mean, SARSA bot did detect a spire, so.
Yeah. So it looks like this game will be ending very, very shortly.
Okay, here comes the smack talk. It's so
Oh.
silly.
But there we go. Orbital command is gonna burn down very, very shortly. Hopefully we'll see some smack talk.
It's unintentional BM, I think.
Oh, poor
It's
Micro
right at the
Machine.
very end.
You're going to spoil it for us now. Oh, there we go, Muta. Producing A units there. Have you met my Vikings?
I know, right? It's just
Oh, that's
only
awesome.
building left, and it's like, got you now.
Oh, poor thing.
I know. I found great amusement in that. It's like, I'm gonna attack the Vikings now.
Yeah.
I got you on the ropes. So
Oh,
it's very amusing to me.
yeah. So there we have it. That's another map down. Right. Okay. So yeah, Micro Machine, who was our pre-tournament favourite, has taken its first loss. So,
Ouch.
yep. Sorry, Micro Machine. But yeah.
It's still the winner in my heart. One day those Vikings will come. Then who will be laughing?
But yeah.
It's still the winner in my heart. One day those Vikings will come.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, so our next game, I think, if we just... sorry, just had a bit of an echo there. Just need to set something up quickly.
What game are we on now? For some reason, it's refusing to show me the date created. So
yeah, that's fine. I just need to figure that out.
oh, there we go. Got it.
Right. Sorry, we were just getting them.
Okay.
There. So the next one will be Yobot against Sarzabot, our second game for Sarzabot, straight after the other. Well, this could be an interesting one. Are you ready to go?
I'm opening it up right now.
Okay.
I mean, now that I got it sorted by created, I'll probably be able to open them a little faster. So
that's cool. Just give me a second.
okay, it is loaded. So let me get to. Yep, I'm on 0 now.
Cool. Right, I'm on 2 seconds. Tell me when you get to 2.
Oh, you're on 2?
Yeah, sorry. I missed the start of it. So I was just
okay, I'm on 2 now.
Okay, just give me 1 sec.
I know, we're getting like all the viewers.
This is pretty cool,
I'm just reading what chat says. 120 viewers. Wow.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Right.
I know, right? These matches are like getting pretty interesting, and
yeah,
helps that there's a big prize on the line that you very helpfully arranged.
You ready to go with a replay? Sorry.
I'm ready. Ready when you are.
3, 2, 1, go. Right. As saying,
I can't actually update the stream title, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. I just done it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So anyway. As we saw last game on the top right, it's Sarsabot again. We'll see if he tries his dirty, dirty, cheesy proxy. And Yobot, we already know that he's going to try his dirty, dirty, cheesy proxy. So let's see which dirty, dirty, cheesy proxy is going to win out. It's going to be fun.
They're going to meet in the middle.
Oh,
the two workers.
Oh no, they've missed each other already. Oh, here we go.
I know. I was hoping for a showdown where they just It's like, okay, we realize we're gonna cheese and just
Wait,
fight
he
each other
can't
to
put
the
it
death.
down. He can't put it down. The worker is chasing him around. He can't get his proxy down. Sarsabot's in trouble here. He doesn't. He's not able to do a proxy.
Okay, I think I might be out of sync with you. What time are you on?
I'm on 55 seconds at the moment.
Okay. Can you pause real quick?
Yep. I'm on 1 minute. Let me know when you get to 1 minute. But we already have.
Okay, yep, I'm on 1 minute now.
Okay, we already have Yobot setting up his proxy in the top right. That's going well, but it looks like Sarsabot just can't get a hatchery down. He's trying. He's really trying, but that
This is hilarious!
Oh my god, that poor probe! That poor drone, rather.
Yeah, I was not expecting this. Like, I remember saying that, like, Sarsabot would be denying the expansion by placing a hatchery there, but how the tables have turned.
But now the probe is just denying the proxy, and we already have 3 gateways up for Yobot. I think Sarsabot might be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, Sarsabot's in a pickle, but Sarsabot has machine learning behind it. It will use its thunker.
If I fail,
have faith.
don't bring me back.
Oh, no.
We already have 3 spines down here, so maybe we might be able to hold this. Let's see. We already have 2 zealots in production, so it looks like it's going okay. But these 3 spine crawls out here are really going to put a downer on Yobot's day. It looks like. I'd be surprised if he gets through them.
Yeah, that's actually really great. It looks like the drone has stopped trying to build the hatch and has recognized, hey, I need to throw down some spine crawlers instead, which is
yeah.
It's a lot harder to have that kind of thing in your bot than you might think.
Yeah. But, so we already have some Zerglings coming out try and kill the probe, but it looks like they're going to get taken out by the zealots maybe. But this might actually help Yobot, because instead of just throwing in zealots one by one now, he's going to get a chance to actually pick up a bunch of zealots and throw them in before they start. Unless he just chases these Zerglings all around the map, which is a possibility. Oh no, he's coming back to die. Poor Zergling's dying, but we already have at least 3 more in production over here.
Yeah, and one thing to notice is Yobot has taken a gas, so I think there's more than zealots coming for us in the future.
Yeah, hopefully. Now this is very interesting, because unless he's just taken a forge, has he? Yeah. So I think the gas is just to build upgrades for the zealots. Maybe.
I mean, gas-powered zealots, like, not necessarily a bad plan, especially if they get charged.
If they get charged, this is going to be very, very good for Yobot. But now he's sending them in, and it looks like those zealots are just going to get slaughtered.
That is not where he wants to have those zealots standing.
Oh god, no.
They're doing a lot better than I thought they would, but that's not saying much because, ouch.
Yeah. Poor Yobot here.
Oh, chat says maybe we should have production view, like D on the keyboard, so we can see what they're making.
There we go. So he's got weapons level 1 incoming. Already 2 more zealots coming up. Oh dear. So yeah, it looks like Sarsabot's coming over here with a couple of Zerglings. There's not much at home here. Like, if he gets those Zerglings all the way to Yobot's base, it's likely he could do some serious damage to his economy.
Yeah, if he gets those Zerglings to the home, I sure hope Yobot knows how to do a recall.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that probe should be leading those Zerglings to the main.
But they're going back. If you look at them now, they're going back.
Okay, the probe didn't quite get there, because I think if the Zerglings saw units, they would attack them.
Yeah.
You know? But they don't realize, hey, there's actually units in the main. So the probe died just in the nick of the time. It took one for the team.
Yeah, but if you look at it, like, wow, it looks like Yobot has broken through here. It looks like he's actually gotten past all the Zerglings from the Queen. He's got on the spine crawlers. I think he's still going to go to the spines, but that might be a good sign for him going forward.
Yeah, honestly, I'm actually surprised. Like, I thought there would have been like a clear winner by now.
Yeah.
But like, it's been very back and forth.
Yeah.
You know?
It looks like they might actually be able to...
This game's a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Oh no. Poor little probe. Don't lead them all the way back.
He's going west. Oh, no, now he's going back south.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and there's only two Zerglings trying to hit it now. So if it actually makes it back to the main,
yeah, it's
that
not going
could
to take
spell
it
a
out.
disaster.
But yeah, you got a Zergling there, and yeah, I don't think two Zerglings are going to do it, but there you go. Oh, but there is a drone coming across the map. Is
Yeah,
he going to
the
try
drone
and...
is coming out, and it actually might make it out to expand somewhere.
Yeah, but if you look here, that spine crawler is dangerously close to going down. I don't think one at a time is going to do it, but if you get a huge batch of those zealots in there, that will take that spine crawler down pretty fast.
Yeah, if he stocks up, like, I think he needs to wait for the next round of zealots, and then if he pushes in, he's going to do some serious damage.
Yeah, but if you look now, Sarsabot's getting roaches, and roaches are going to mash through those zealots if he gets enough of them, but that roach is very close to death.
Yeah, I think he needed to wait till the next round of macro.
Yeah.
I think he could have pushed through there.
Yeah, possibly. But now there are 3 roaches up and they're all on full health after being... Oh no, that one is still on very low health.
So Yobot is actually in a bit of a pickle it doesn't know about yet, because it stopped chasing the drone right before it expanded.
Oh god,
So Yobot doesn't actually know, hey, there's a base over there.
But it's going to come in with another round of zealots. See if this does it any better. But those roaches are now doing a fair bit of work, so...
Yeah, they are doing work. Like, if the zealots break through, that's what Yobot needs.
Yeah.
And the upgrades are happening, so with each passing second, the zealots are slowly getting stronger.
Yeah, and we're going upwards in. But saying that, we already have upgrades on Yobot's side, I think.
I'm checking right now. It looks like he has metabolic boost, so he got the Zergling speed.
Yeah. No, I meant for Yobot. For the
Yobot? Oh yeah, Yobot's on one line. I got them mixed up.
Yeah. So here we go, going directly for the queen, or going for crawlers actually. These crawlers are still pretty healthy though, so it's going to take a fair bit to kick them out. But he does take down the roach warren, so no more roaches coming out for Sarsa.
Yeah, he also took down the Evo chamber right before the upgrade finished.
Yeah.
So
no, sorry,
that does not.
I get mixed up. I meant the Evo chamber.
I hear you. To me, oftentimes the Zerg buildings look the same.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not a Zerg player myself. Yeah. It's fine though. You know why.
That's fine.
But look.
Yeah, you're one of them Protosses.
I know, but this one zealot there is doing some fair work on that infantry there.
Man, Sark's bot expanding strategy right now. Like, it's just kind of going all over the place.
But yeah, I mean, if you look at those spine crawlers, they're all down below half health, and you've got a bot there, a zealot there that it can't reach, and you have some more zealots coming in now. This is looking pretty good for Yobot, but obviously Sarsabot has 2 more expansions down here, but it looks like one of those spine crawlers going
Yobot
down.
might be able to do it.
Oh god.
Like, but will they be able to, like, focus the right things?
Yeah.
Like, it's so close. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think
like, come on, so let's just focus the spine crawlers. Focus those spine and it goes down.
I think you might be slightly behind me, but...
Oh, I think I might be too. I'm not quite sure how this keeps happening, but... Sorry, that was an alarm on my phone.
That's alright. But yeah, you've got... It's going to do it. It's going to take out the roach warren now. And it's taking out all those drones. Like, it must have taken down about 10, 15 drones now. But it doesn't know about these 2 expansions over here.
Yeah, 20 drones, 22 drones down.
We're having a queen and a roach coming in as well from the back.
28 drones, 30 drones killed. It keeps going, man.
Yeah. Wow. 40 drones lost over the period of the game. And it looks like the spawning pool's going down as well. And I don't think he has another one of these. There's no more spawning pools, so that's going to be the end of his unit. I think Yobot's done it.
I mean, it's all going to come down to how quickly he finds these other bases.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the Hail Mary play. Like, yeah. I think you're right. Like, Yobot is definitely, it's his game to lose now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, just look at the supply, man. Look at the supply.
Supply. Yeah, only 17 supply for Sarsabot. Poor Sarsabot is getting destroyed. You know, I had him ranked pretty highly actually. I thought Sarsabot was going to do really well, but you know, I mean that's not to say he can't. This is only the second game in. It's still very early, so.
I mean, you gotta take two things into account here, right? Like at the start of the game, like he's hard coded to do the cheese the first game he plays, right?
Yeah.
And that cheese was denied. So he's like, if these two bots go against each other again, like it could look very, very different.
Yeah, and just going back to it now, it looks like Yobot knows where this expansion is, so that one might get taken out, and the Zealots are all massing over here. But has he found this one yet? It looks like he might have done.
I think you can press the one button on the keyboard and you can see the vision of Sarsabot, or Yobot, I mean.
Yeah, Yobot hasn't seen the other expansion yet. I have you set it back to...
I think he hit 2.
Okay. But yeah, it looks like this base is going down, and now he definitely has found this other base over here. So.
Yeah. Now that Hail Mary play I mentioned.
Sorry, Sarsabot, but that one spine crawler is not going to help you very much when the main force of Zealots gets here.
Oh, just set it back to for everyone's view. It's E. I forgot the button.
There we go.
Forgot the button for a second, but yeah, it looks like the Zealots are doing the victory lap, some victory laps around that Overlord. But
there we go. It looks like the
it's just a matter of time now.
Yeah. So Sarsabot looks like he's going for 1-for-1, and Yobot is also going 1-for-1. So only. But I don't think any bot in this group is going to go a perfect record actually. So there's still a very good chance that one of these bots could still win the group, but you never know.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if any of these bots like won the tournament with a perfect record. Like at this level of bot play, like it's kind of like the same with high-level Starcraft play. Sometimes you just get build ordered countered. There's not too much you can do about that.
Yeah.
So.
But no, that seemed to go pretty well for Yobot. There was a lot of things that went in his favour though. So, like you said, I don't know that if you play that game 100 times, whether you get the same result, like 60. You know, I think that's a low percentage play, but I don't know. We'll see how the things progress though.
It's really funny because like humans against humans, eventually they'll figure it out. They're like, wait, maybe I should just stop that hatch from landing. But with bots, you just never know.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we're at 5 matches in. I need to take a quick break, just to go refresh my drink and refresh myself.
All good. All good.
We will be back in about 5 minutes with some more games. Next one coming up will be Micro Machine against 5 Minute Bot. 2 bots that are very, very similar, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. But anyway, guys, you're back in 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is our 5th match. Show ads. I don't know if we have ads set up. I don't think we're quite that level. There was one request that I think we want health bar set to damaged units, just so people can see the health bars a little bit more. It's in the game settings. You hit F10, then options. I think under gameplay. Did you see it? Show unit life bars. You set it to damaged. Okay, awesome. Yeah, enjoy your break. Looks like you guys can still hear me though, so I could do a little bit of a Q&A. Yeah, all these bots are made by the community. DeepMind has not come around yet. Like they haven't given up on Starcraft entirely. They've gone to their secret lair of R&D, and they're working up a storm. One day we'll see like a bot that can like suddenly beat pros like out of nowhere. Like they're still working. There's not forums for the bots, but there's a Discord community. Let's see. I don't have the link for Discord. Oh yeah, here it is. Copy link address. There you go. That is the community. Yeah, so the guy hosting the tournament, Crypt, he's also the other commentator. He's done a lot of work for the community. Like he made the Discord, he made this tournament possible. So it's definitely been a great help. No, I think we are. I just tested it. So, people are saying I'm too loud. Should I turn my audio down? Okay, I'm just a loud guy. So.
Only when you're excited.
Okay. Okay, can you guys still hear me? Sounds like you can. So how do you read what's going on in the game when programming? Blizzard was kind enough to release a set of tools that will read the game state out to you. So, like, for example, it'll say, hey, here's the units you can currently see. Here's what their health is, and here's all your units. And then you issue orders to the units. So the approach that most bots have taken so far is very machine learning, not very machine learning driven. It's like a set of rules. So, but we've gotten pretty advanced with those sets of rules. So you'll find some pretty fresh interactions between bots. But yeah, SarsaBot is definitely a step in the right direction. We've got some machine learning going on for SarsaBot. So yeah, you're welcome. So yeah. Okay, so if you start working on a bot, you're not allowed by Blizzard to use that bot on the ladder. And in fact, as of now, there is no known way to actually use your bot on the ladder. So like, you're not gonna go very far trying to like use your bot. And honestly, even if you had a bot, like you're not gonna get to Grandmaster with it, like just by having it play on the ladder for you. Yeah, remembering the drop ship that flew over, you have to code that yourself. Every unit does have an ID, so you can actually keep track to say, hey, that drop ship I saw earlier is the same drop ship. But other than that, you got to code it all yourself. So, yeah, it's up to you. I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm having a lot of fun casting these games. So. That's fine. We've got to have a little bit of a Q&A session. So. Who is casting? You've probably not heard of either of us because we're not really known in the pro Starcraft 2 scene, but Crypt does a lot of work in the community. So
Oh, come on! I'm an absolute pro in my gold 3 standard. Like,
yeah, I'd be shocked if you haven't heard of Crypt. He's the top of gold. Like, I mean,
yeah,
if you ever
like,
get beaten by mass carriers on ladder and think Protoss is OP, it's probably because of him. So
are you
he's the
saying
sole
that I
reason
just have a
carriers are going to
single tactic? Come on, man! Like, I have at least 2 tactics. I can cannon rush as well. Okay, I can cannon rush with the fucking best of them.
He's the reason carriers and shield batteries are getting nerfed.
Oh, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyways,
let's get
yeah,
back
it's
to it.
fun.
Let's load up our next match, Micro Machine against 5-minute bot. I will pause it on 0 again and wait for...
Okay. Micro Machine 5-minute bots on Dreamcatcher.
Yes.
Okay, yep, I'm all ready to go.
Okay, I'm just starting to load up now.
So wait, are you playing?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay, give me a countdown when you're ready to go.
Okay. Just give me 1 sec. I'll just get up on stream. There you go. Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Okay, so in the top left-hand corner we have Micro Machine. He's basically, as we were saying earlier, the top bot on the ladder, de facto favourite for the tournament, but lost his first game. In the bottom right, we have 5-minute bot, one of the oldest bots we have, and one of the most successful in ladder history. So this should be a really interesting game. Now, Micro Machine, we saw him earlier. He unfortunately lost out to Sarzabot, which was a very interesting game, and 5-minute bot took out the carriers of Tier. And, you know, actually like the tactic, but unfortunately didn't get very far.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the carriers too, but can't win all of them. Next time.
Absolutely. Right. I wish him the best of luck with that. But so 5-minute bot hasn't actually updated his bot for this tournament, so that's
He's
why.
still doing pretty well though.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, like, his bot is actually one of the top bots we have, and you know, whether he's updated it or not, it's still a very, very solid bot. But as we see, Micro Machine building a couple of barracks here, trying to get the Reapers out obviously as soon as possible, and we already have 2 barracks down for 5-minute bot. Again, I think he's going to be doing a bit of Reaper harass, so we'll see who has the best micro for Reaper harass.
Reapers are one of those things that's very much come down to micro, and whether or not they can use grenades.
Yes.
Like, as a guy who's tried to use Reapers for his bot, grenades are a lot harder to use than you might think, because you can like use the command, throw down the grenade, and then the bot just totally forgets where the grenade is, walks straight in, bam. You know, and sometimes the grenades are more effective against you than against your enemy.
Although I did see, I did see one on ProBots, which was really pro, where the Reaper there was 2 Reapers trying to come up to the ramp, and one Reaper threw a grenade and it knocked the other 2 down. But here we have the first one that seems to be pulling a bunch of probes.
Yeah, when I saw that, I nearly like lost it. I'm like, that is so cool.
That was so amazing.
Yeah, it like Reaper Micro, like as a rule-based system, is kind of tricky to do.
Yeah.
It has a lot of potential, but it's definitely not the easiest thing.
So it looks like
one sec.
Take out these probes, these SCVs here, but yeah. Yeah, so it looks like the SCVs are just going to chase it around, which seems like it's a bad idea. But now we have our first Marine out, so possibly we're going to get a couple of Marines in there. And already we have 3 Reapers out from Micro Machine that's just going to chase around the lone 5-minute bot Reaper around here. I feel that's the wrong decision. I think that he possibly could have just gone straight for the base, but it looks like. So there's only 1 Reaper out for 5-minute bot here. So
Oh,
that
ouch.
goes down. So,
Yeah, got him right in the corner.
Yeah, so Micro Machine looks like it's winning this particular battle. Although we do have a Marauder and a couple of Marines out now for 5-minute bot. But still, it's going to be hard to deal with all this mass Reapers here.
Yeah. Oh, as the guy who wrote a Reaper bot, in my opinion, versus Terran is actually the hardest matchup
Yeah.
for the Reapers. Because there's a couple of hard things that make it tricky. One is Marauders. It's like the slow upgrade. Like, Reapers just get slowed and then they get picked off and die. You know?
Yeah. But it looks like they're fighting them off quite well. Micro Machine seems to be getting the better of these trades. Four Marauders down for Micro Machine. Sorry.
Oh, that could have been the sickest grenade ever. Could have took out 2 Marines at the same time.
Oh, that would have been fun. But no, Micro Machine's Reaper down here looks like it's going down. So, but we do have a Banshee upgrade for Banshee Cloak in production for Micro Machines. So is he going to go Banshees? It looks that way. But yeah, that's just about to finish, but there's no Banshees out yet. So we'll have to see if that's something that comes out. But it looks like 5-minute bot is holding this off quite well.
Yeah,
All those SCVs.
Yeah, he's pulling the boys.
And here we have a Banshee.
Oh yeah, the Banshee.
Invisible Banshee.
Cloaked Banshees are really hard to deal with, actually.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't worked with the Starcraft 2 API, it doesn't do a very good job of telling you that there's cloaked units attacking you.
You can't see the shimmer, but you should know that your units are taking damage and dying. But yeah, it won't be able to see the shimmer on screen, so it looks like it might be a while before 5-minute bot figures out that this Banshee is here.
So it's one of those things that I think Blizzard should fix eventually, but
yeah,
because like I just think like bots should be able to do everything that humans can do, and humans can see your units under attack from cloaked units. So
yeah, but there is a barracks
being
built here, so I don't know that barracks is going to do a lot of good against these Reapers that can just dive up the cliff. So, but if you look at my 5-minute bot, he only has 2 workers left. It's only 2 SCVs.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, I thought he was doing a great job holding it, and then it suddenly, where's all his workers? It's,
yeah. It does look like there's nothing left to really defend for 5-minute bot, so our pre-tournament favourite Micro Machine might be getting his first win. So that should be yeah, I really can't see any way back here for my 5-minute bot. There's some nice barracks there, but the barracks doesn't do you any good if there's nothing inside it, unfortunately. Yeah. So we got someone on stream asking why they don't GG. Well, unfortunately, my take on it is a lot of bots do GG, but I just feel like if you're spending time trying to work out when you should GG, you're not spending time trying to work out what's the best tactic for your bot. So that's the reason I don't GG on any of my bots.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. There's a little bit more to it than that, at least for me. Because in base trade scenarios, like you could potentially have almost no workers left and still have a shot of winning the game, you know? So one of the things that they go so hard to like stall as an AI challenge is like it's hard to tell even if you're like winning or losing, you know? And it's like that a lot in Starcraft too. Like,
so
even if you have no workers, you might still be able to win.
I did love Micro Machine's chat there, saying entering derp mode. Well, no derp mode for Micro Machine, but that's another win for him. So yeah, he gets his first win, and hopefully, so that should set him up for the rest of the tournament. Maybe we'll see in weeks to come.
Yeah, Micro Machine plays a lot like my bot, except he gets cloaked banshees.
Yeah.
Instead of them battle cruisers.
Right.
Anyways.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just trying to quit out of it. But yeah, So I think 5 Minute Bot have more of a chance against some of the other bots. I'd like to see him against Sarsabot actually.
That would be like the Maru versus Cyril of like of AI bots, because
Yeah.
you got the number one guy on the ladder right now, and
Yeah.
then you got this clever bot that's playing in a way that's no one ever seen before. You know, that's everyone is cheering for it to like upset because it's like a new thing. You know, so that's what I feel. Not to like say we're cheering against 5 Minute Bot because I love them all, but
Yeah. But
that's
no,
how I feel
think
about that
it's.
matchup.
I'm secretly pulling for Tier now just because of the carriers. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who's actually up next? Up against Blinkerbot on Fracture. If you want to load that one up.
Yep, I'm opening it now.
Cool. So Cyril lost versus Neeb. What? Cyril never loses.
Yeah,
So
I must have missed that game because last I checked, it was on like a 37 win plus match win cap.
yeah,
You know,
like I don't know.
so
Like I've never seen Cyril lose.
I,
Well,
I
okay,
think
all right, I have.
might just
But
be an urban legend.
yeah. Okay, I'm back on 2 seconds. So
Okay, I'm at 0. So
okay.
if you hit the B button, you can like rewind to 0.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I will just put that up. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Tia wishes everyone a happy Monday. I still don't know what that means.
I think I think it's a reference to Day 9, back when he did like Starcraft commentary stuff. He did this thing called Fun Day Monday, where he'd give a challenge to his viewers. That's like, okay, yeah, you can only attack the game once, and before you do, you attack. Like you have to announce your attack or
Yeah.
something like that. Like something just like really crazy. So
Yeah. But we already have Tia putting out a pylon over here. Blinkerbot we know is going to tech up to Stalkers, try and mass Stalkers with Blink, and actually that might be quite a good counter to carriers if he attacks early enough, but we'll have to see. We already have Probe out here from...
I don't think he announced if he's going carriers.
He did, yes.
Oh, he did?
Yes, yeah, he did. But,
Okay. I was wondering if he'd choose a different unit every time. But if it's always carriers, even better.
But I'm kind of interested as to why Tyr would build a forge all the way out here, though. It's not like that's going to be a great proxy location, even if that was a gateway. Like, but...
It's reminding me of the Brood War strat, where you get a pylon and a forge and build cannons protecting your second base.
Yeah.
So that way you have a safe expansion.
Ah, okay.
So I'm not quite sure if that's how he's going to follow it up, but...
But we already have a couple of gateways out here for Blinkerbot. So, building a couple of zealots. There is Tyr on his standard strategy of trying to tech up. I get the sense that there's going to be a few cannons over here, yep. So we'll have to see how this goes, because against Sarsabot, like, not against Sarsabot, against Yobot, Blinkerbot didn't really attack very early. He was basically saving it up until he had a mass of Stalkers and then throwing it in. I get the sense against Tyr that may come unstuck if you give him enough time to build his carriers.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Protoss player, so I don't know all the interactions. How well do you think Mass Stalker will do against Mass Carrier?
I think Mass Carrier wins if you have enough of them, but it just depends, because like if you have like 2 or 3 carriers, they're never that good in masses of 2 or 3. They're only good if you get like 7 or 8 of them. And if you get 7 or 8 of them, they beat any unit in the game, and that includes Stalkers. Unless you get like, unless you max out on Stalkers and just one-shot them. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's just going to depend when the engagement happens. Like
Yeah.
2 carriers, I ain't going to cut it, but 12, and now we're talking. So
Yeah.
it's going to be up to Blinkerbot to like attack early, because if he waits too long, might be in a little bit of a pickle. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are just teching up.
Yep.
Tier has his second base up and running,
Yeah.
which doesn't bode well for Blinkerbot, I don't think.
That's an interesting point here that he hasn't gone for the hidden base. Like
That is true. He went for hidden base on the other
but,
other map.
but he's only just building his first cybernetics core, whereas Blinkerbot has had one up for a while and is already building stalkers. Already had his first stalker out and had another one in production, and has his blink upgrade probably starting soon, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But he still hasn't taken his second base, so we'll see how this goes for him.
Yeah, Tier's not getting punished very hard for his early expansion.
No.
But at the same time, he's getting his carriers out a little slower because he can't build those Stargates until he gets his Cyber Core. So.
Yeah. I get the sense against someone like Yobot that would be a lot harder to do, and he would get punished a lot harder. But then again, he's got a lot of cannons in there, so you don't know how that would work itself out. Has he finished Blink already? No, he hasn't. I'm just wondering how he got this stalker down here. I'm guessing it just popped out the wrong side of the gateway.
Yeah, I was actually just wondering that myself. I'm like, oh no, he walled himself. Oh
Yeah.
wait, he has Blink. He has Blink. He can still get out.
Yeah, he can
His
still get
zealots
out
are going to be
there.
stuck, but
The
he can escape.
The zealots are just cheerleaders, really.
So Blink is on the way now, so they'll be able to escape soon enough.
Yeah.
Blinkerbot has not set its rally point, so who knows where the stalkers and zealots are going to wind up.
they're
What
all-
side?
They're all like they're
Oh,
all warp
Warp
gates
Gate, yeah.
now, so
yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's fine.
Silly me, thinking like a Terran.
Goddamn Terrans.
Yeah, well.
Nobody likes them. They're just a standard. Like when everyone can't decide what they want to be, it's like, oh, I'll be a Terran. I can't, you know.
I mean, the Terrans are the humans. I'm a human. We have so much in common. So.
I'm not so sure with me. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't know.
Okay, so it looks like we got a whole bunch of new viewers. I'm not quite sure from where, so I think maybe we should give a quick rundown of what.
Hey everyone,
What's
welcome.
going on?
But yeah, so welcome to the first ladder tournament. It's the season 6 of the ladder. We're currently on our 6th game of the day. We were due to be having 12, although I think we might cut that down slightly because we are getting quite late into the night. But as long as people still want to watch and we're still going, then we'll go.
Man, Winter keeps linking us, it seems.
Yeah.
So to answer guys' question, these are not the built-in bots. These are
Yeah.
custom AIs fighting against each other.
Yeah.
So you can't really just say, are these bots unbrutal? Because they're doing their best. And most of these bots at this level can beat the cheater AIs.
Yeah.
So.
But here we have a major attack from Blinkerbot. It's got a lot of cannons to get through. And
Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
Here's
wow.
it coming.
There's one down already. But there's no real army from Tyr. He hasn't got a carrier. He's got a carrier, 2 carriers in production, but there's no units out of them. Oh wait, there is 1 carrier now.
Okay, can the carrier do it? Like, he just needs
I
to
don't
know
think so.
about high ground. If the carrier stays on the high ground, he has a shot, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, if the carrier can get sniped down by the stalkers, that's
No, it's,
gonna put it in a pickle. He just needs to buy time now,
yeah.
which seems like it's working.
But it looks like that. Yep, there's half the cannons gone on that pylon. But
Yeah, the shield batteries are gone. This is not looking so hot. I'm still
don't
cheering
know.
for carriers. But
I think the carriers are coming out. There's 3 more in production. They're about to pop out. I think that Tyr can hold this.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I think he can too. But you
But those carriers are running out of fighters now. They need to just sit back and build up their fighter supply.
yeah, it's going to be a little bit of back and forth here. Like,
Yeah.
he's lucky that the carriers haven't been focused down. Like, it's just been all about them interceptors.
Yeah. But those interceptors are very replaceable. The carriers are not. As with our previous game, actually in our previous game it was slightly more dire because this time Tyr actually has his expansion up. So in our previous game the expansion was taken down. But this time he might be in a better position to replace those carriers if they do go down. It's still obviously not good to go down. You know, we have, is it 4 carriers out for Tyr? So he should be able to hold this, I think.
Yeah, 4 carriers is like the edge. You know, once you get to 6 carriers, you're feeling pretty good. But 4 carriers, like,
yeah,
it's like it can hold things, but it's not like, oh, I'm feeling good now.
It's now up
I think
to
it's in a
5.
good spot.
It's now up to 5 with 22 with 22 fighters, and all Blinkerbot Stalkers are blinking out of there. They
Yeah,
don't want
I
anything to
actually
do
saw
with
it
this.
blink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen Blinkerbot blink too much, but
Oh, and
it
they're
does.
coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back for another round, and they're getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure they know quite what to do.
Yeah. So we now have, what is it? Look, 6 carriers, 47 fighters. This looking pretty good for Tyr.
It is. I feel like Blinkerbot should take another expansion or two, like especially while he was attacking.
Yeah.
Because 2 base Protoss against 2 base Protoss, where one's on carrier tech
Yeah.
and not dead. That's definitely fares the Protoss player with carriers. So.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I will be very surprised to see Blinkerbot bring it back from here, but he's moving out on the map again. Tyr seems to be remaining where he is. He's getting air weapons, and oh, here comes Tyr. Are they going to see each other? Yes. So Blinkerbot blinks back again. I thought for a moment they were going to go straight past each other. That would have been.
So these carriers have +1 air attack, by the way. So, and the Protoss army is still at 0-0.
But he's going directly for the main base. He's not worrying about this army mate here. He's going directly for the main.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Like,
yeah.
This is one scary army, and it's like, you puny little stalkers and insects.
It's looking very, very good.
I fly. I don't need to use an ability to get to the high ground. I just, whoop, you know.
Yep.
So.
And it looks like Tyr is going to take this.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking very good for Blinkerbot. Colossuses are not the right tech here, so.
Yeah, I think if Blinkerbot had moved out earlier, it would have been a different story. But unfortunately he didn't.
Yeah, I think Blinkerbot has 2 weaknesses here. Like, one, it doesn't have the macro to fight carriers. Like, Stalkers can fight carriers, but not on equal economies. And I think it could have attacked harder.
Yes.
Like the micro could have been a little, like if the micro was different, I don't know if you could say better, because the way these stalkers are fighting, I'm sure works against a lot of things. But if it was different, I feel like if it focused down the carriers, things could have been different. So.
And Tyr coming out with day 9 made me do it.
Well, I guess that confirms our suspicions that early on was in reference to Fun Day Monday. And Tyr's bot is growing on me. I just like carriers.
Yeah. So, does this mean, because Blinkerbot won the first one, does this mean that no bot is undefeated now? Every bot has lost at least 1 game, I think.
I think so.
Yep.
Do we have standings listed somewhere?
I have them listed here, and I can confirm. I will update the tables as soon as we finish on the stream.
Cool.
I haven't been updating the tables as I go along, but I have the results.
That's fine.
So,
that's fine.
I'm going to update the table as soon as we finish. But yeah, a win for Tyr there. Every bot is 1-1, yeah. So.
That's how you know we're at the highest level of competition.
Yeah.
So.
It is, and these bots are the very best bots that we have to offer. So, hopefully, I think that we're going to see a very, very close scrap at the moment for all the for the major placings here. So,
is it bad that I feel happy with the Protoss carrier army, like, just destroys?
Yeah. It is bad, but then I feel happy as well, so we're both bad. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad to know I'm not the only Dershi Protoss lover.
Yeah. So I think we're probably going to do 3 more games if you're up for that.
Yeah, I'm up for more games.
So we can do another round. We were supposed to be doing 12 today, but I think, like, given it's, we might not get round
it's
to it.
got to be
It's up
pretty
to
late
you.
for you. So
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll stream. Like I'm having fun. So I'll keep going.
I'm running out of beer as well, so.
Oh, the true dilemma.
I know, I can't cast without beer, man, come on. Actually, we do the podcast on Sundays, and normally I revert to coffee because I have to work the next morning, but it's Saturday night, so cheers. Anyway.
Yeah, 160 viewers. Like, I'm down for as many games as we can. So
Okay, so the next one up is going to be Yobot against Micro Machine on Fracture.
oops, I had it going here. I'm reverting back to square zero. So let me know when you're ready.
Hold on. I need to load it up. But yeah.
I have a lot of fun watching these bots because we're at the point where these bots could probably play at like platinum to diamond level, like for a game.
Yeah.
But like the weakness of bots right now is no bot in existence can beat a human in a best of 7.
Yeah.
Like maybe one game, but they're very scripted and you can find weaknesses pretty easy.
But
So,
that's becoming less, as I said, with Sarsabot now.
it's
does a
true.
lot of
It's
machine
true.
learning. And I know that that Kagamine, who is in the other group, that we'll be doing tomorrow night, if you're up for that. But
Yeah, I'm down.
So we're going to be. This is Group A of the tournament. Group B will be doing tomorrow night, which features Kagamine that has a lot of nice features and a lot of nice adaptions in there. I know. So look out for that one. Also, Three-Way Lover, that is a professional cheese. But right now, let's get down to our other game. Are you loaded in?
Yeah, I'm loaded in.
Okay, ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, and we're off.
Yep.
Man, this APM though. Guess how high it is.
I haven't got it listed on here. So what's?
Oh, you do?
No,
Yeah.
I don't have it. Oh, there we go. 28,000. Wow.
I know, just for
That's
mining,
brilliant.
and you thought the pro players
Yeah.
spammed a lot early on.
But yeah,
This is quite high. I'm like just hovering over Yobot's camera, and you could see like how fast it's like spamming.
Yeah.
You know? So.
But yeah, so Yobot is the red Protoss down in the bottom right-hand corner, and has already got its nice fancy expansion up. So proxy rather, not expansion rather. Yeah. And in the top left, it is Micro Machine, who hopefully will scout this. I think.
I mean, it's always a matter of when.
Yeah.
Not necessarily if, but again, it could be too late. Like this is the proxy zealots, so not very many bots actually wall off. So proxy zealots is pretty strong in like the current bot meta.
Yeah.
So.
But I gotta feel sorry for Micro Machine. His first game was against Sarsabot that proxied him. Now he comes up against Yobot. Like, when can this bot catch a break?
I mean, I have a lot of respect for Kagamine's bot because it's very reactive and goes to the late game. But the thing is when you're programming a bot like this, like it's very easy to like do cheese strategies, or easier because there's less game paths that you have to go through. Like late game, a lot more things can happen. But if you try and limit the game to like a shorter period of time, I think it's just easier to program.
Yeah.
So a lot of these bots aren't going to catch a break.
No. Right, let me see.
That's my point.
So Micro Machine hasn't scouted the proxy, but he is sending his Reaper over. And
Yeah. I guess it might not be a matter of when, because the Reaper just jumps off a cliff. Like he's not going to see it until it's too late.
yeah, he's not going to go that direction. But we have another 2 Reapers coming out, so maybe he might have enough to survive this.
Yeah, so the Reaper's doing some work. The Reaper's not coming back home.
Yeah. I mean,
the Reaper's doing some work at the enemy base.
I mean, it might be able to do this. Like, if it can hold this up here, like, these Reapers aren't going to die. If they've got decent micro, they're not going to die to this Zealot.
That's true. Like, at first I was like, oh no, why is the Reaper not coming back up? Like, one Reaper could take out lots of Zealots. But then I'm like, 200 IQ plays right here.
But no, it looks like Micro Machine is just going to concentrate on taking out the probes over this side, while I think like that's going to burn down, that supply depot. But yeah, like, although the micro from Yobot is not too bad either on these probes. But one goes down there. It looks like it's a slaughter of probes. I think,
a massacre, if you will. This is not looking good.
you can't build many zealots if you don't have any probes, guys. This is the lesson we learned from this game.
But on the other side of the map, the zealots are moving out.
Oh wow! Oh, actually, yeah, I see.
So
This could be wow. They're slaughtering SCVs.
Like this could still go either way, especially if the Terrans doesn't lift their buildings.
But
you know?
it's 7 workers, 5 workers. Yobot's going down. Micro Machine.
Man, a lot of workers are like this Zealot counterattack is doing way more than I thought it would.
But yeah, like there is 1 worker for Yobot now, compared to the 6 workers for Micro Machine. I don't know who has this.
I feel like if both bots play properly, Reapers beat Zealots because Reapers can shoot at range, but
Sure.
it's hard to know.
But if you look down here, the Nexus is going down, but... Well, what's this Zealot doing here? Wow. That poor Zealot doesn't know which way to go.
He's doing some dance moves.
Oh,
Ouch, and his life surely was for ire.
yes. But no, that's it. That's done. I think there's no more... There's not enough money for Yobot to build anything more. So I think Micro Machine's done it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there's no more Zealots.
No.
So like, and he doesn't have enough money for a worker. Well, especially now. So
Yeah.
he's really in the hole now.
Yeah. All it's going to take is for this Nexus to go down, and then he's going to concentrate on these gateways over here.
And then it's all over but the Shadow, you know?
And looks like Micro Machine says looks like you lost your main base this time.
Oh man, entering dirt mode. I'm curious to what dirt mode is. Like, is it just gonna like attack all its own workers and then?
I don't know. I think this is because like in there was a bunch of bugs in the recent robots tournament, and I think like Micro Machine was or Raph, the program that was like derping everywhere, and he's worried about doing it in this as well. So
I see.
it doesn't
I
look
see.
like it looks like he's fixed the bugs. Hopefully he has. Blind Midget says it's mainly against Zerg, so okay, we don't have to worry about it.
Cool. Man, all these Reapers are like, I feel like they're just doing some sort of ritual.
Yeah.
You know? Like suddenly some spirit or monster is gonna come out of these 4 gates in the middle. They're just going, oh no.
Yeah.
Like they're all in sync and like in motion. It's really weird.
Oh. Yeah, it looks like all this is going to go down in pretty short order. And Micro Machine should be taking a 2-1 record.
Yeah.
So yeah. That was a pretty fun one for Micro Machine.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Like, there was, like, you definitely see why they call it Micro Machine.
Yeah, I mean, the micromanagement is very, very good on it. But there were times when those zealots were just derping in and, you know, managed to get a couple of kills. So
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, overall, like, that was definitely a micro battle.
yeah,
One for the ages.
I did love the little zealot that just decided to get trapped in the middle of everything and just dance for ages.
Yeah.
He was my favourite zealot. I want to get him on stream. Like, hey Zealot, come and talk to us.
He should be our mascot.
Yeah, yeah, a dancing Zealot.
A 30,000 APM zealot.
That was so good. Right, okay. Shall we move on to our next game
Yep, it's Tyr versus Sarsabot.
on Parasite?
Yep.
Right, let's go.
Okay, so to answer your question about how often we stream these, the tournaments, there's no regular schedule for those yet. In general, this stream tries to be on as often as possible to stream AI games, but in terms of commentation, I don't.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts?
We're doing it tomorrow night, and we're probably going to be doing everything sort of like 2 streams a week for the rest of the tournament until the group stage finishes, and then the top 2 bots from each group will face off against each other, and in our grand final, and that will hopefully be streamed on the 11th of November if I have my dates correct. But outside of the tournament, we do a podcast once a week on a Sunday, which we're not going to do for the next few weeks, but because of the tournament, obviously. So yeah. Anyway, are we almost good to go? Let me know when you're ready.
I'm good to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. If anyone wonders why we have to do this synchronization before the replays, we can't actually do the watch together feature. It doesn't work on this, unfortunately. So, but yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get it to work.
Yeah, possibly. So anyway, in bottom right, Tyr again. He looks like he's going to go carriers again, which is good.
Yes!
It's going to be fun. And in the top left, Sarzabot, who is doing his own form of sweet, sweet Gorgonzola. And this time it looks like he's going to get his expansion, his cheesy, cheesy little Roxy expansion.
To be honest, at this point, I don't know which strategy I like more. Like, proxy hatch of the opponent's natural is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
And then mass carriers is oldie but goldie. So.
Oh, I'm all on the side of mass carriers, man. You know me.
Yeah, a Protoss player.
I'm a dirty, dirty Protoss player.
So Nike made Sarsabot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He's in chat. He's like, "Oh, it's so cringeful to watch Sarsabot," and personally, I have to disagree. I'm loving every moment of it. I just find it funny that it's
yeah, definitely.
This masterpiece of a bot. Oh man.
But if you look at it, like, he's found this expansion. He's got his forge on the way, and we know he loves to build some static defense. So if he can build a few cannons around here, that's going to pretty much shut down everything Sarzabot wants to do.
He scouted it, so I think the hatch is going to go down.
Yeah, and also we have an expansion up here as well. So Tyr looks like he's broken this already, but I don't know. Let's see. And we have our first cannon coming out. But
yeah, here we go.
Also,
the first cannon.
I don't know.
Yeah, the cannon 100% is going to deny this. Like, he doesn't even need the workers there anymore. He can't build that cannon.
He can't build that. That might actually be really critical. The hatchery is going down, but if you look at it,
he does need these cannons. Like, the Zerglings are coming. He needs the cannons.
Yeah.
This creep might actually be the killer play of this game. You know, like the most important thing.
Queen out. This is actually looking not too bad for Sarsen, man.
Yeah, in a blink of an eye, things have flipped on its head, I think. Come on, like the cannon. Okay,
but
so
he's losing so many workers.
That is true. I need to keep an eye on the worker count.
I mean, he's still like ahead in workers, but he's losing so many of them.
Yeah, not for long he won't be.
That spine crawler is going down. But he has no units. Like, these Zerglings are going to have a field day because he's got no other units. just those 3 Zerglings in the base are going to be killer. And Tyr is down to 4 workers.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's unfortunate. Like, oh, Protoss has another base up. No, worker, no.
Why are they going there? And now
He's
lost
going
his
the
cannon.
wrong way. Like, he's gonna give it away.
Oh Tyr. Oh Tyr.
He's long distance mining
When he's got
through a base
there.
that's already up.
And Tyr GG's. Oh Tyr. Like, you had that. Oh.
That was his game to lose.
Yeah. But
And
Sarsabot takes another one.
This is one of those things where we're still early on in the days of StarCraft AI. We're not quite as tuned as we will be down the road.
Yeah.
But
definitely. But oh wow, that was.
It makes it a little bit exciting to watch.
I think even though that was one of the shortest games of the night, that was possibly one of the most exciting games of the night. It was close.
Yeah. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, definitely. It actually, I think it all came down to that creep spread. If you saw that probe was just about to build that cannon, where that creep spread expanded, if that had got down, Tyr would have taken out the hatchery. It would have taken out the spine crawler, and he would have won that. I'm sure of it. But,
yeah, he could have. Once the hatch went down, he could have expanded to his natural.
Yeah.
And things would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
For him.
But that would have been. But I think that was possibly our closest game of the night, and possibly one of the most exciting as well. So.
Yeah, it's a brutal cheese for AIs to deal with.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So anyway, our next game will be Blinkerbot against 5 Minute Bot. Let's see if we can.
Yeah. So to answer your question, Blizzard has basically finished the AI API. There's a couple kinks we'd like them to work out, but all these bots are made through the official set of tools Blizzard has given us and the help of a lot of community efforts that Crypt has put in.
Well, it's been a lot of people that have.
It has been.
So,
that's true. It's not just Crypt, not just me.
So
we've grown significantly. So
yeah, like you've got people like Nikki who wrote Sarsabot, has actually wrote the C# API as well. Which
that's
is
true.
Which is actually being used by Tyr and a few others. And also we've got a Python API which has been written by, I think, Bernie? No, Hanessa, is it? I can't remember who wrote it, but yeah. So we've got a lot of.
We got a lot of APIs now, so
yeah.
The community has been growing like faster than I ever imagined.
But yeah, if you have a programming language that's your favorite programming language and you think you can't write a bot because there's no API for your programming language, just write an API for it. It's really simple. It uses Google's protobuf API, and we're going to be we'll obviously help you out. Come on our Discord and we'll do everything we can.
Looks like chat is correcting us. Tyr wrote the C# API, and Nikki uses Tyr's wrapper. So.
Sorry. Yes. Okay.
We're not trying to shift the credit. Like, it's been a huge effort from a number of people, and I know both of you are huge members of the community. So
yeah, no, but thank you very much, dear, and Nikki, for everything you do to help out. It's really good. So anyway, on to the game. Are you ready to go?
5 Minute Bot versus Blinker Bot on Blue Shift. Okay, yep, I'm loaded on 0-0.
Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Man, everybody is telling me to tidy up my room, and it's literally on my list of things to do.
Trust me, mine's worse. It's just I think I just have the camera at the wrong angle.
Okay, so you think I should just raise my camera up a little bit? There we go. I mean, that's a better way to clean your room.
Yeah. Just
hide it. Like, angle the camera so no one has to see it.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I just throw everything on the floor behind my bed just before we start streaming so that nobody can see it. That's fine.
Man, you beat me to it. There was a little bit of a time zone hiccup at the start of the stream, so I couldn't quite throw everything underneath my bed. So
yeah, that's cool. But yeah, anyway, up on the top right-hand corner, it's Blinkerbot, who is our Protoss, who likes to make lots of stalkers and blink them. And in the bottom left, it is 5 Minute Bot, who likes to macro up with lots of marines and lots of drops and lots of fun. So let's see how this goes. We already have a couple of gateways out. Although interestingly, he's not got the same wall in that he had on the other map. So I don't know if that's deliberate. I'm guessing it possibly isn't. But he seems to be taking a great interest in this probe down here, all those SCVs going all the way. But yeah.
Yeah. Walling in is one of the things that's a little trickier to do than you might expect.
Yeah. Actually, you done it pretty well, didn't you, on your bot? I think you were one of the first people to actually do that effectively.
I mean, it worked on the bots, or on the maps at the ladder for the time. I tried to write it in a very generic way,
Yeah.
but more bugs have appeared, so I'll probably fix that and improve my bot a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the time that I was just using void rays against you. I think, wasn't it?
those walls weren't very effective, was it?
Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
There were simpler times, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm very happy with the state of the community right now. Like,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
got some very interesting bots.
Yeah. We were talking about possibly season 2 or 3, when essentially it was just a case of like make lots of units and throw them at the opposition. It's fine. But yeah, you were one of the first ones to actually think defensively and start walling and stuff like that, which was fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of Zerg bots that I kind of had to do it on.
Yeah.
Against there was the 12 pool bot,
Oh god,
mozzarella bot,
that was
and
scary.
yeah, it was. I still think if he brought it back, it'd be one of the top bots. Like it's a
Yeah.
very very aggressive, powerful bot.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, no. Pikachu, if you're out there and listening, please come back. We need you.
Mhm.
But no, there's a nice wall off here from 5-minute bot as well. Interestingly, he just uses the 3 supply depots rather than the humans, which generally tend to use the barracks and 2 of them.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Probably a reason for that. Like if the barracks get denied, it could
Yep.
be a little bit sad. Your wall comes out a little bit later too.
Yep.
So.
and we have 5-minute bot that's taking out a few probes here, and he's probably gonna micro away from these zealots. But yeah,
I think I have my game on a slower game speed.
do you?
Oops.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'm catching up. Don't worry.
I'm at 3:30 now. Where are you?
Okay, and now I'm at 3:15.
Okay.
So,
Do you want me to pause it for a few seconds?
yeah, where'd you say you were?
I'm currently at 3:40.
3:40.
Okay, let me pause it at 3:45.
Oh,
Sorry guys, if you're watching on the stream, we're just trying to.
okay, there we go.
Right.
We kind of have to do this a little bit of a workaround. So,
Yeah.
okay, I'm caught up. Ready?
But yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm on 3:49 now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Tell me when you're at 3:49.
Okay, yep, I'm there.
Okay. Sorry guys.
Yeah, thanks for understanding. We're at the early days of AI, so I think
Yeah.
it shows a little bit. Awesome. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, sorry. I was going.
Oh, you were?
All right.
Okay, whatever. Let's not sweat it.
I'm
We don't have to be perfectly in sync.
I'm at 4:04. Are you at 4:04?
Yeah, I'm 408. It
that's
doesn't have to be
near
perfect.
enough. But
It'll do. I'll be sure. I'm going to change my interface so I can actually see the game speed, and then I'll make sure this doesn't happen again.
Yeah. So it looks like that Reaper is just going to sit there,
Yeah,
not just going to hang
he's
out,
chilling.
having fun, while Blinkerbot is building up his army. The army supply is quite even. 5-minute bot does have a slight lead in workers. But
He's definitely getting his expansion out earlier, which definitely can't be understated. That this is actually quite relevant. Like you get the economy, you get a bigger army. I mean, what else?
exactly, you know,
That's what I say.
just that's the basic idea of Starcraft. Just build your units and throw them into the grinder, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
But yeah, I think this Reaper is just scouting and waiting for the expansion, but like Blinkerbot doesn't seem to be showing a lot of interest in expanding right now. And he's not even ahead in well, he's a little bit ahead in army supply, but not significantly, I wouldn't think. But yeah, let's see how this goes. But you have a barracks up there in case Blinkerbot does want to attack, but he hasn't shown any interest in that just yet. Um,
Yeah, Blinkerbot doesn't wait to max out. I think it waits till like around 100,
yeah,
if I remember correctly. Which I think is actually going to be really good timing to hit against this. Like, if he gets twice what he has now, I don't imagine the bunker being enough.
no, it wouldn't be. But the army that 5 Minute Bot has, which is already up to 19 Marines and 7 Marauders, then it's quite possible that he's moving on to a third base now as well.
Yeah, it's
So,
true. He's macroing up faster, that's for sure. I think Blinkerbot needs to move out now because without an expansion,
Yeah.
like it's not getting any better for him.
just as you say that, he does, and he's coming over. Wow. I think he reads your mind.
Yeah. Maybe I'm secretly a bot all along.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. This is actually going to be really good because I think he's going for the natural. You know,
Oh,
his entire army is out of position. You know.
Yeah. All he has but they're moving in now, so this is going
Ooh,
to be
this is going way worse for a 5 minute bot than I thought it would.
Yeah.
This is not looking good at all. Oh no.
It looks like Blinkerbot has a really good surround, and those zealots are moving in as well. But it looks like 5 Minute Bot might be able to hold this, but Blinkerbot is coming around, and it looks like that's the entire of the army. So the army supply is hugely in the lead for Blinkerbot now.
Yeah, so Blinkerbot does know about the third base. It's choosing to attack into the bunker. I think that's actually an acceptable decision, just from like a strategy point of view.
Yeah.
Like his army's ahead. Like I think he can end this.
Yeah.
But we'll see. The SCVs are sure put in some work.
Micro on Blinkerbot is pretty good. He's kiting backwards quite well, and he's taking out a bunch of SCVs. So. Yeah,
one thing that's really relevant is the Marauders have the slow upgrade. That really messes up with some AI's like micro algorithms.
Yeah.
You know. I don't think Blinkerbot should pull back here.
No. Like he has a huge army lead, but I don't know if he realizes it.
Yeah, you can never be too sure what the bots are thinking. Like he has to make his army lead. Like he has to push that advantage. Otherwise, he's going to be in a really tight spot later on.
Yeah.
Like, because he's his third base, his natural's not even finished, and yet 5 Minute Bot has a mining third.
Yeah.
With the bunker in front. You know.
But he has. Blinkerbot does have the worker lead now. He's taken out so many SCVs.
That is true. Maybe the 3 base advantage isn't going to be enough.
No, I don't think so. I think Blinkerbot has this. I don't think 5 Minute Bot's been able to build enough stuff back at its home base.
Tank's coming out now. The tank needs to stay on the high ground. I don't know what it's thinking coming down to the low ground. Like if he's on the low ground like this, he needs SCVs to body block, which is not looking like it's happening.
Those stalkers need to go after that tank pretty soon though. It's a pretty big mistake from Blinkerbot in not just focusing down that tank.
Yeah, that tank's doing way more damage than it should. And the bunker's putting in work too.
Wow, I think 5 Minute Bot could bring this back.
Yeah, I think it's either side's game now because Blinkerbot still has double the worker need.
Yeah, but then if he'd have just focused down that tank, he would have had double the amount of stalkers left by now.
I'm a big fan of that blink, like over the rocks.
Oh god, yeah.
that made me happy to see.
Yeah.
Just at the nick of time.
But yeah, so Blinkerbot now has 35 workers, 36 workers to 21. He has his expansion up, but 5 Minute Bot has 3 bases, whereas you're looking at a 2-base Protoss. So I don't know. I think he needs another gas. But he's okay for gas at the moment. But I think
both bots have way too much gas. Well, one thing that's harder to do than you might think is making sure your workers are harvesting the right ratio of gas and minerals. Oftentimes they'll just be like a choke point, and you'll have way too much of one or the other.
Yeah. But yeah, that gas supply is going down, and the army supply is still quite healthy for 5 Minute Bot. Like the army supply is only 8 supply for Blinkerbot now. So
Yeah.
What? Blink wasn't
Did
placing
you
any
see
units.
that?
Oh, what was going there?
Yeah, did you, the gateway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Like-
hilarious.
What's going on there? I don't know.
I mean, it has like nearly 9,000 APM. Like, it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. So, Blinkbot is getting a level 3 upgrade, I think.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
like if we're looking at upgrades, both sides have one attack upgrade. So
Yeah.
that must be the level 2 attack
yeah,
upgrade,
level 2 upgrade. So, yeah, that's correct.
which is still very good. Like, as a Terran, I do not want to be behind in upgrades against Protoss.
No.
Like, especially like not too far behind at least. Like, if it's just one attack upgrade, I feel like I have a chance. But
Yeah.
if he's at +3 and I'm at +1, that's no good.
But if you look at it now, 5-minute bot is caught up in workers. Blinkerbot has his third base on the way. But if you look at the army supply, like Blinkerbot, 5-minute bot is so far ahead now. He's got like 4 tanks, like
Yeah.
a bunch of marines, and he could walk up and just take this now. I think.
Yeah, I think he's gonna move out for his trademark drop. You know, like, oh no, you see the Liberator?
Yeah.
Definitely put in some work.
But yeah, like so 5-minute bot has 56 workers to 51 of Blinker now. And I feel like he should just move out on the map and take it.
Did you see what the bot just did?
No.
He loaded a Widowmine into a dropship, flew it sneakily, and then he dropped it where the third base would go.
Oh.
And I'm like,
Oh,
that's not quite what you're supposed to do for a Widowmine drop, but
Oh.
especially when the third's in the other spot.
It might work out. We don't know. Like if Blinkerbot wants to expand out at some point, it might take out a probe.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. But here we go. Blinkerbot looks like it wants to move out on the map again, but it's way behind in army. I don't think
Yeah,
this is going to work.
I mean, it could. Like,
Yeah.
Zerg has crazy fast units, and Protoss has recall. So
Which-
the race most vulnerable for being out of position, I think, in my opinion, is just Terran.
Yeah.
So, like, but oh no,
No, it's
oh no.
it's
Are you
going
seeing
down
this?
pretty
Are you
fast.
seeing these tanks?
yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
that's-
not good.
That's not going to work. Sorry, Blinkerbot.
Yeah, my hopes have been dashed.
Over the back here we have 5-minute bot is going to take out the space, possibly. Maybe. No, it's going to get cleaned up. But that was a nice little drop there. It took out a bunch of workers, and Blinkerbot is down to 40 workers. So yeah. I think as long as 5-minute bots keeps the pressure on, he should have this. But it will just
Man,
take
these Liberators though, I'm a huge fan of
Yeah. Ooh,
what he's doing with the Liberators.
we've got a drop ship here, over the back. That's taking out a bunch of workers. Oh my god, that's doing so much work.
Yeah, this is what 5-minute bot is known for. It's
Yeah.
known for these drops, these Liberators, and just like going for a straight up game.
Yeah.
It's doing some. I'm not quite sure what it's trying to do with that Marine, but dropping it, picking it back up, dropping it, picking it back up.
But it
I mean, yeah.
it done so much work there. And over here we have 5-minute bot moving out with his main army. Or is he just moving out to protect his new base? Nope, he wants a new, shiny new command center.
This is one of those things where I've noticed like commentating is a little bit different from playing a game because like I'll be in game and I'll be playing and then I have a pretty good sense of when it's over. And here I'm like, oh yeah, these fights are so close. And then suddenly I look at the supply and it's like 180 to 40.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
It's nowhere near.
yeah, yeah.
I think 5-minute bot now is just going to move across the map.
I think it's time for that death push.
Yeah, here we go. And that nice little widow mine still sitting there waiting for a probe to come along and try and take a base.
Yeah, it's 0 kills on that Widowmine so far, but
Oh, you never know.
that Dark
Here we go.
Templar though.
Oh, I think he's going to get spotted though. I think Micro Machine has orbital commands that can see that.
Yeah, but like I
Oh,
thought,
wow.
there it goes.
There we go. Yeah.
Man, that's pretty respectable. It's one of those things where I'm like, have a hard time with my bot against Dark Templars.
Yeah.
So, I'm always very impressed with the bot. When the bot's able to like, oh, Dark Templar scan, bam, got it. You know. Even without the scan, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Although it has moved that Widow Mine down to there now, so
Oh, he moved the Widow Mine.
yeah. It doesn't look like it's going to do much. I think 5 minute bot is just going to push through here.
Yeah. A tiny dark shrine.
Oh,
That poor dark shrine. Going down.
I always feel it's a waste to put a dark shrine in your main base. Like, you should try and put it somewhere and hide it at least, you know.
Did you watch the GSL stream where Artosis was talking about how like Dark Templar or Dark Shrines are too small? Like
Yeah.
you can't tell the difference between that and a pylon when it's warping in. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we need to make the Dark Shrine as big as a base, so that way there's no ambiguity.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's. I think that's a bad idea. Like being a great Protoss warrior myself.
Yeah. I mean, but hey, you can make it look like you're doing a proxied base or a hidden
Yeah.
base when in reality it's a hidden Dark Shrine. No one will ever know.
Yeah. No, people will know. Trust me. Sometimes
Okay,
I don't
I'm
know how
trusting
they
you.
know, but they scout my Dark Templars. What is it with some people? They're just psychic. Ah, that's annoying.
We're
But yeah.
behind Dark Shrine. Hey, you can't tell how messy my room is anymore. I moved the camera.
I know. Looks so much better. Now we can't see half your body as well. Like, but I guess you can't please everyone. But you know,
Yeah, no, we can't.
my room is twice as messy. Trust me. But
Okay, I'll just have to take your word for it.
yeah, it's called angling the camera in somewhere that doesn't look like an absolute tip. Although possibly back there it does still. I have like huge loads of Magic the Gathering cards on the side of my desk as well.
You too?
Yeah. I just. Oh wow.
Uh,
Oh,
my desk
God.
and room is just littered with them.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you been playing Arena at all?
Oh, I have.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
so
the
good.
ranking system is a little bit messed up because it thinks I'm bronze.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Although I have a nice Merfolk deck that I've been using to beat
Oh,
people
you
into a
do?
pulp. Yeah,
That's
it's
a
great
fun
fun.
one.
Yeah.
I love Arena. I think it gets a little bit too much hate for its business model. I think they're very generous giving out free cards at all. So
Yeah, yeah. No, it's. I think it's doing well, and it's still in beta. So, it's well. They say it's in beta, but I know a lot of games these days like to stay in beta forever. So we'll see on that one.
yeah, I think this is like the closest to the release it's going to get because I think they're not doing another server wipe. So
Yeah. But no, so that's going to be cool. So anyway,
and these games have been great.
are you up for doing a couple more?
If you are, yeah, I'm down.
Let's do it. Next one
Okay.
is going to be Yobot versus 5 Minute Bot on Carillion Fall.
Okay. Yobot 5 minute bot. You said
Yes, in Carillion Fall.
yes. Okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Right, just loading in now. Right, give me a shout as soon as you're ready to go.
I'm ready. Give me a countdown. I'll try not to get out of sync again.
It's alright. I'm sure we'll manage. Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. Oh yes, the APM right at the start.
There we go. So, top right hand corner, it's 5 Minute Bots. It's a blue Terran. And in the bottom left is Yobots, it's our red Protoss. And Yobot is not going to surprise anyone at this stage. He's going direct for the base to set up his proxy. This should be fun. 5-minute bot, I think, might spot this quite early. Let's see how he deals with it. It's going to be interesting.
Okay, is that my Discord that keeps going off?
I think it is. My Discord doesn't have notifications
Okay,
unless people directly message me.
Okay. There we go. I have quit Discord, so it's not going to keep annoying me.
Yeah, it's a drug, man. You should totally do that. Oh wait, just for the moment. Right, okay. No.
I'm surprised you saved that comment for Discord and not Magic the Gathering.
Well, come on, they're both drugs.
Yeah,
So
a little bit.
I kind of quit a lot of my Magic the Gathering addiction a while back, and then Arena just got me back into it. So, yeah. But anyway. But yeah.
I find it amusing that both our desks are in the same state. So, anyways, looks like the proxy's well underway.
Yeah. I'm surprised micro 5-minute bot hasn't scouted this already. Like,
It has seen the initial pylon.
It's really good. Normally he's really good at this. Like, but however, he's seen the pylon. He hasn't seen the rest of the gateways yet, and now he's.
Okay, looks like he's seeing him now.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a reaction. Are we? No reaction so far.
I mean, it's a little late for a reaction. The first result's on the way.
Yeah. No.
If it was me playing, I'd throw down a bunker like right now.
Yeah.
There's not too much you can do on this tech. Like you have two, like you do have the Reaper, which the Reaper is going to hold off like basically any number of Zealots. But Zealots are pretty beefy; they could kill a lot of workers. So.
Yeah. So we have a couple of Marines out. I don't think they're going to do much.
Marines alone cannot beat Zealots.
No. No.
They're not fast enough.
So I think Micro Machine has slightly the wrong reaction to this. I mean, he's been trained on cannon rushes. What am I saying, Micro Machine? I meant 5-minute bot. So 5-minute bot was around in the early days of the ladder when they had to worry about cannon rushes. So I think the kind of cheese that he's been trained on is cannon rushing, and this is very different. So he's very good at defending against cannon rushing, not so good.
It's true. He needed to finish that wall though.
Yeah.
Like.
If he finishes that wall, this is going to be.
It's going to be a lot easier to hold. I'm glad the SCVs are repairing both the wall and each other.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Wait, SCVs can't repair each other, can they?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, I never knew that.
It makes worker rushing with SCVs kind of fun because you set it to auto repair. I've never managed to get it to work because I suck at SCV worker rushing.
Yeah. But
they can, in fact, repair each other.
Yeah. So 5-minute bot has pulled the boys. They're all coming, all the SCVs. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this.
Yeah, that's definitely not what he needs to do. He needs to build finish the wall and let the Marines attack from the other side of the wall.
Yeah, this could be a very quick win by Yobot.
Yeah, this is. He just needed to finish the wall, and you were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
If he just had the barracks as part of the wall, this would have never happened.
Yeah, there's still a few Marines out, but that's going straight down, and now he's going to, only with no workers left, only with 2 Marines left, I think this is going down very fast. In what could be one of our quickest games of the night. But yeah, that's down. His last unit is gone.
So am I thinking of the wrong bot? I could have sworn that 5-minute bot did a scouting Reaper to start with.
I think he normally does, but I think you might have reacted to the fact that there was a proxy or something.
Yeah, like if he had a Reaper, like this would have been a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. But there we go. I think that's his last building, and goodbye 5-minute bot.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like a 5-minute bot is a long-time bot here. He's been around a while.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. But Yobot was actually doing really well on the ladder until right at the end of the season. He was leading the ladder. I think in the last week, coming into the last week, Yobot was the leader of the ladder, beating Micro Machine. But then Micro Machine beat him out, and I think 3-Way Lover also overtook him at the end. So, he's no slouch of a bot there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
no, like all these bots are fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm a Terran player. I'm sad when the Terran loses, especially when
Yeah.
it could have been avoided by finishing a wall or building a bunker or something. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. So I think we have 2 more games left,
Mm-hmm.
if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Um,
These have been a lot faster than I expected.
yeah, I was kind of like thinking. Originally, we only planned to have top 8 take part in the ladder, but
Mm-hmm.
we kind of like decided to expand it to the top 12 after we got a massive influx of new bots.
Yeah, which
Literally,
I mean I'm happy with, but at the same time, there's a couple more games.
yeah. So like, if we'd only got 8, it would have been really, really fast. But we decided to expand it to 12. So the next one will be Sarsabot against Blinkerbot.
Okay, okay.
Um, I'm loading into that now. So yeah, I don't know what to expect for this one because Blinkerbot does like to turtle a bit, and Sarsabot with his nice Gorgonzola, as we're calling it. We call it, I think we're officially calling that cheese Gorgonzola now.
The Gorgonzola.
Yeah. So that's going to be good. So when he gets that up, I don't think Blinkerbot is really going to scout it, but then again, he'll probably try and build up a bunch of units, and once he has enough units, he'll try and take it out. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sarsabot, I believe, is at 2-1 at the moment. So
Which I'm very happy with.
yeah,
We've needed a good like machine learning bot
oh
for a
definitely,
while.
yeah.
Granted, it hasn't been doing its machine learning strategies yet, but I'm happy to see its success.
Well, hopefully during the second round of games, we'll see it learning a bit more. Okay, are you ready to go?
Yeah. So Source Bot, Blinker Bot, Dreamcatcher. I'm all
Yes.
ready.
Cool. Right, going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
So yeah, Sarsabot is up in the top left-hand corner, playing as the red Zerg, and then Blinkerbot down in the bottom right as the blue Protoss. Gonna send out a scout. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna have the same effect as we saw in our other game, which was when the scout managed to prevent the proxy hatchery. But let's see. Actually, have we got a drone out? Oh yeah, we've got a drone coming down.
Yeah, the drone's coming. Like it's funny because like all the bots see the drone
Yeah,
scout,
yeah,
which I mean is a little suspicious because normally players scout with overlords, but it's not uncommon to see the drone scout.
but we do have
But-
a wall off coming in, so I don't know. That might be very good, a very good placement there from Blinkerbot.
The wall off certainly won't hurt anything, but one thing that's really nice about like Zerg proxy cheeses is because they have overlords, it's really easy to get high ground vision.
Yeah, but
So
at the same time, I think Sarsabot was mainly using Zerglings, so
that's true.
so high ground vision won't really help him a lot. If as we saw earlier, because we saw him against Yobot, where he was out managing to hold a proxy pretty well. Let's see if he can hold a proxy better here. But oh my god,
It's getting really confused, man. Like it doesn't know
Yeah.
where to build these pylons.
yeah. But he's built a couple of pylons down on the low ground. But then again, that hatchery is going to finish very soon, and I get the sense those pylons aren't going to last very long.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too big a fan of the pylon placement without cannons to back it up.
Yeah, I mean there's no forge here, so we can't build any cannons.
It looks like Blinkerbot has fallen victim to a mineral miscounting bug that happens to me a lot. If you notice, he was trying to build an expansion. It was denied, but he's still feeling like he spent the 400 minerals. So rather than throwing down a forge and 2 gateways, like he's like, oh, I've spent the money.
Yeah.
So, it's a little rough, but I hope it doesn't hurt him too bad.
Well, I don't know. He's trying to build a cyber core, but he's not getting the cyber core out. I don't know if he'll be able to build it on the high ground.
Yeah, without the cyber core, I don't know what his goal is, because like his blinker body gets stalkers.
Yeah, you can't blink with zealots, guys. Like, remember if you're playing on ladder yourself, you can't blink with zealots. Like, you
can blink with Dark Templars, but
yeah.
That's about it. Battle cruisers too, sort of.
So it looks like he's getting Cybercore now. He's only getting his second gateway out. He's in trouble. He's in some serious trouble.
Yeah, this is not good. Like, this is part of the reason why I'm such a fan of this like proxy hatchery strategy. Like, it just throws bots off of the normal game plan in so many subtle ways. It's pretty funny. Like, this doesn't work against humans, but it works pretty well against bots.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, definitely. Right. But yeah, those queens are getting fairly low, but they need to. They just need an infusion, a bit of healing from the other queen there, and that's going to go down. I think those gateways are still fairly healthy.
So he is using the Overlord a little bit for high ground vision.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking might have gotten denied by the Stalkers when they eventually come out.
He does have the cyber core up now, and he.
Oh, does he?
Yep, he does have two of them.
That's not what I expected, but
he is able to build stalkers, so he's got one of them in production now. If he doesn't keep suiciding these zealots down here, he might have a chance to hold this. I don't know.
That is true. I mean, it looks like he's held it, but what's the follow-up? You got to ask yourself, right?
But if you look down here, you've got three spine crawlers. They're going to be very tough to get through. With just stalkers and zealots, you know, you're going to have a tough time breaking out of this. So, I don't know.
I mean, sometimes bots are able to micro themselves out of situations like this because, like, as a human, you're like, oh, how can I possibly win this? But as a bot, like, there's some crazy micro tricks.
But he's pulling all the
sometimes,
probes.
not every time.
He's pulling all the probes out there and trying to take down that queen. But yeah, he's losing too many walkers. He's losing too many workers here. He's got.
Yeah. Oh man, he's pulled one too many workers, I think.
Yeah, he's still in a lot of trouble here.
I don't think if he just stops suiciding units, I don't think he's in a bad spot. Okay, no. I think it's playable, but
yeah,
I don't think he's favored like even a little bit. But I mean, like, he's not too far behind the workers.
Yeah, but he's just a nice
no. Yeah, at this point, like, now that keeps losing more and more, like, I feel like retracting my words.
It's just suiciding. It's like sacrifice. Like that there's noble sacrifice, and then there's that. I'm sorry, that's not a noble sacrifice for the core. He's out of workers. Oh no, he's got one worker now.
Is this the new BM for like bots, where instead of like manor mules, you just like throw all your workers one at a time?
But I mean, like, there's no way he's going to be able to build enough of anything to even take out one of these spine crawlers, let alone all four of them and five of them. Like, yeah, he is deader than dead.
Yeah, it's like, so for a little bit, like, I thought he might be able to go somewhere with his tech advantage.
Yeah.
Like if he got a Stargate or something, but
I mean, if he'd have just stopped like sending units one by one into the spine crawler sacrifice,
That's true.
it would have been a lot closer game. But right now, we're just really waiting for Sarsabot to get a little bit more sassy and try throwing some shit in and killing people, really. Next iteration of Sars and Nikki, just make sure you have some code in there. Just send stuff to kill everything.
Yeah, it's really funny because Nikki's saying that he had to do this because everyone was getting greedy versus Zerg.
Yeah.
which is like the complete opposite of when my bot was one of the bots to beat, you know?
Yeah.
Because like back then, every Zerg bot was like a cheese.
Yeah.
So like, I just can't imagine being able to get greedy against Zerg.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Here seems to be the move in from the Zerglings, and I can't imagine they're not going to clear all this up. So there goes the last of his workers. And now it's just going to be clearing up the gateways. There's no minerals left for Blinkerbot. There's no more units coming. They just need to be cleaned up.
Yeah, it's over, man.
Yeah.
Like these Zerglings are coming in bit by bit. I mean, I feel like this is like one point where we could like have some sort of GG system built in, where if the bot is at 0 supply and like less than 50 minerals with nothing in production, like I feel like that's like a GG. So
Yeah.
like,
A Lannister always pays his debts, apparently.
oh yeah, that is true. Lannister always does pay his debts.
And there goes the second of the cybernetics cores, just in case he needed an extra one. Now I see the reason for 2 cybernetics cores. He definitely lasted longer with 2 cybernetics cores. So guys, let this be a lesson. If you want to last longer in your games, build 2 cybernetics cores.
If you're dying too fast, you just got to build more cyber cores.
Absolutely. So there we go. Sarsapot wins again, moves to 3-1, and is currently in control of the group. Wow. So we have one more game to go for tonight.
So how does the like elimination and stuff work? Like, so this is like there's 2 groups, right?
Yeah.
What will next week look like, for example?
So basically 2 groups playing double round robin over a period of 3 weeks. So
I see.
this week, next week, and the week after. So we're going Saturday and Sunday this week, Saturday and Sunday next week, and then Sunday the week after. Obviously, we don't want to go up against BlizzCon, so I get the sense that people might be watching something else at that point. Who knows what?
Mario versus Cyril, boys. Best of 7 grand finals. That's all I want. That's all I want.
No, that's not going to happen. Maro is going to get knocked out by Neeb, and then we're going to have a Neeb against Cyril final. I know this.
Very well could happen.
I really want it. Like, just let the Koreans not win for once. Actually, like, I was watching the League of Legends World Championship earlier today, and the Koreans got knocked out, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Korean #1 seed got knocked out by the Chinese guys.
Oh, I guess there's more than one. I was gonna say, haven't they won all of them?
Yeah, they've won. I think they've won every one apart from 2, and that was when they didn't have a server. But yeah, so the Korean #1 seed got knocked out to the Chinese like 3rd seed or something, and then the European team knocked out the Chinese 1st seed. So that was a lot of fun to watch. Sorry, anyway, different game.
Yeah.
Right, let me just load up our last game of the evening. And it will be Micro Machine against Tia.
Oh, Neeb won versus Cyril 2 hours ago?
Wow.
No wonder I haven't heard of it yet.
Yeah.
Like, people were telling me that, but I was like, surely I would have heard about it by now. But if it was 2 hours ago,
Oh, was this?
Holy moly.
What competition was this? Was this Home Story Cup, or I don't know. I'm out of a loop at the moment. Oh, okay. Wow. That's
yeah,
amazing.
I mean, Mario versus Cyril, it's that's what I want as the grand finals. It almost happened at GSL versus the World.
Well, it
so
did,
close.
but it was a show match. So
it was a show match, but yeah. I want a best of 7.
I do want a best 7, yeah. But like, I'm so happy Cyril won that. Like,
yeah,
it's
I am
happening.
Too.
It's happening. The gap is closing, man. Like, the Europeans and the Americans are catching up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to region lock Europe next.
Yeah.
Cyril's getting too powerful.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let me know when you're in game.
I'm in and ready, I think. This is the last one, right?
Yeah, last one of the night.
Okay.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. And the top right-hand corner we have Micro Machine. And in the bottom left, we have Tia, who thinks it's a happy Monday, and he's going for carriers again. Happy Monday, guys!
Happy Monday, time for some all that. I choose carriers.
Yeah, it is. It is where it's at.
Come on, get her to introduce herself on stream.
Oh, you could say we want you to be introduced.
Oh.
Ah.
I'm not on the camera.
They can hear you though.
Oh no!
Ah.
Oh, so chat's asking who made the Beyond Junior bot. That happens to
I've
be
no
me.
idea. Like, oh, that's good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, some random noob. I don't know. No, it was Doctor. Doctor made Barn Junior.
Yeah, it was at one point in time a relevant bot. It's kind of fallen behind the times a little bit.
Yeah.
But
It's not doing too badly.
yeah, it's not doing too badly. If you scroll to the bottom, it's not on that list of bots. So that's enough for me.
Yeah. We've got a very derpy probe right here. What's Tyr doing there? Like, anyway.
Oh, the probe at the bottom right?
Yeah, that was like.
It's the hidden expansion, man.
Oh no, I wasn't mentioning that one. There was another one that was just dancing outside his main. It's trying to build some kind of like cannon, but it's just not managing it.
Yeah, the probe on the outside is trying to get to the inside, but he's hard walled in.
Oh, that's not hard. Oh god, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that probe wasn't able to make the cannon. I'm surprised he figured out. Oh, another probe needs to make the cannon because my bot would have just got stuck like that. So.
But yeah, so Micro Machine's got a couple of barracks on the way, getting ready with Reaper. Again, I feel this game is just going to be a race between can the Reapers get up the wall and can they get in the base before the carriers get out. And I'm not sure which one's gonna win.
So we got to remember that Tyr mentioned that he had code specifically to beat the Reapers, right? He has the cannons. So it's our performance now. He has the code. Will it manage to do its job?
But there's a Reaper has already got in. There's one right here. It just needs to get up and start killing some probes.
Well, yeah, I'm a little surprised he's not doing it. There's definitely a sweet spot between the two cannons where he can attack.
Yeah. Like, if he goes just somewhere around there and just starts shooting, like, that will be fine.
Like, he's afraid of the cannons. Like, I wonder how well my bot will do in this situation. Like, will my bot realize that the cannons are there?
No.
No.
No, my bot will. My bot, I
off.
would hope, would realize the cannons were there.
Yeah, I think you should be fine.
But I just wonder if it would find the sweet spot. It might not. Who knows? You never know with bots sometimes.
No, Reapers.
Yeah. You off, please?
What?
Micro Machine says you're finally ready to produce air units. Took you long enough.
Oh yeah. He was also. Didn't he also make the comment about with the Vikings?
Yeah. It's a nice BM that Raph has had to Micro Machine. It's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
But yeah, so Tyr has his expansion going up, and we still have the Reapers in here. They're not really doing much. I feel like that should really be taken out by those Reapers. There's probably enough room there.
Like these cannons are doing way more work than they should.
Yeah.
Like that cybernetics core, like the Stargate should be denied.
Yeah.
Like
at the very least.
Reapers don't do a lot of damage against buildings anymore. They did back in Wings of Liberty, but not anymore. At this point, it should just be able to deny the Stargate. Like, this is enough Reapers to do enough damage slowly enough to.
I mean, it should at least be able to deny the new Stargate that's being built there.
Man, did you see that probe get out there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, those grenades.
Wow.
I don't know why I find this game so amusing.
It just needs to get that right position and start shooting some of those probes. Oh, Micro Machine. I'm so conflicted here. I really want those Reapers to find a nice night, but I love Tyr's tactics. So what can I do? You know.
Yeah, I feel bad for Micro Machine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the Terran. I like Reapers. I want these like buildings to be taken out, but also mass carriers is so good.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be able to build the? Oh yeah, fleet beacons.
Yeah, fleet beacon's already down. He's just waiting for enough minerals and gas to build his first carrier.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's literally right under my nose.
Yeah.
But because I saw that the probe
wait,
spazzing out
we
up
have-
ahead.
We
Up
have
above.
we have a cloaked banshee. Like the cannons are going to spot this out. I'm wondering if you can find an area, a sweet spot for the banshee to get in where the cannons can't spot it.
That's true.
But the banshees aren't going to do much against carriers, unfortunately. They're not a good unit against that, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I think the cloaked banshee is gonna do some work.
Yeah.
I think carriers. That carrier needs to be chrono boost. Chrono boosted out.
The cloaked banshee can't get in because of all the cannons. The cannons will spot it out and take it out in an instant. Like,
That is true. That is true.
but yeah,
So like these cannons really deny like everything Micro Machine's going for.
yeah, pretty much.
This is one of those things where if you're able to download the bot and then just practice against it, you could like exploit weaknesses in the bot specifically. Or,
Oh, yeah.
This is a really good example of how a human could like beat one of these bots. You know,
Yeah.
like even if you die to Micro Machine in the best of one, you'll be like, oh, it sucks against cannons and literally it can't beat me.
Yeah.
So
For anyone who don't know, this is the bots are all publicly available. Well, not these versions of the bots, but the ladder versions of the bots are publicly available on the website sc2ai.net. You can download them and you can write bots to play against them. But these Vikings are going to be very good against the carriers. If he doesn't lose them to the cannons.
yeah, that is true. I mean, the carrier's in a really good spot right now. It's propped between two shield batteries.
Yeah.
So
there's no
I
way
don't
of
think the Viking can actually beat that carrier.
No. But if he gets enough Vikings, they're very good against carriers. They will take them out.
That is true.
But it's a very good adaptation by Micro Machine to start building Vikings.
I think there's once it scouts the air production facility, it shouts some BM and then says, "Hey, I'm gonna start making some Vikings." You know.
Yeah. Hopefully. I don't know if there's any more in production. Like, we've got a couple more coming. But he's still building Reapers, which is a very bad tactic. Like Reapers are going to do nothing against carriers and this many cannons.
Yeah, it's true. He needs to get some sort of reactor on Starport and reactor out Vikings.
Yeah, definitely.
But at this point, I'm worried for Micro Machine.
He just needs more Vikings. One Viking is not going to do anything, but if you get like 5 or 6 of those, that can take down a carrier very easily.
That is true. At least at this number of carriers, they're growing.
Yeah. But it's getting to that point where it looks like Tyr might be able to just take this game, just take over and run it down.
It's just. I mean, I guess this is why carriers are getting nerfed. Like they don't have too many weaknesses.
Don't remind me, man. You're making me cry. You really are. Like
I don't want them to be. I like them. They're fine the way they are.
Start crying. They nerfed my carriers. But,
like the Protoss didn't need any nerfs.
yeah.
I don't think.
But we see, yeah, like that Viking isn't going to be able to get close without dying. Yeah.
So I think what he needs is all his SCVs to repair that one Viking, and then he can take them all out.
Yeah, but the problem is then the carriers would just focus the SCVs. And you quickly run out of workers in that situation. But here we go. It looks like the carriers are moving out over the map, and there's another Viking going down. But interestingly, these Reapers are just going straight past. They just don't care. There's not much they could do if they did care, but you know.
I don't think he's attack moving. I think he's just moving.
No. There we go.
Well, he doesn't even need an attack move. He just needs to get the carriers in the main.
Yeah.
Like, if you get your army on top of Terran's production buildings, there's not too much Terran can do. They're just dead. Like, Zerg can build from any of their hatcheries. Protoss can warp in anywhere on the map. But if you're on top of Terran production buildings, that is not good. So.
Yeah. So here we have it. It looks like the carriers are in the main, and everything is going to be dealt with in fairly short order, though.
Yeah. There's not anything you can do at this point.
Yeah. There's a few turrets there, but they're not going to do much. It's interestingly how they're microing all of the interceptors. Like, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's deliberate. I guess it is, but like, is he microing each one of those interceptors individually? Can he do that?
I don't think you can micro the interceptors, but you can select your carriers and decide what to fire at. And he's just changing his mind so fast that, like, the interceptors look like they're being controlled individually.
Yeah, you're just dancing interceptors at this point.
Man, they're afraid of that missile turret, though.
Yeah. But they shouldn't be. They can take that out in a second.
And this hidden base was really good against Micro Machine.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think it's going to be good against a lot of bots, because they're just not going to scout it. And
Yeah, I know my bot probably won't. One of my versions of the bots probably could have, but...
Yeah. On ladder
it's just a hard thing to do, man.
Yeah. On ladder it would have been a lot more successful, but the bots in this tournament are a lot higher level generally than the bots on ladder. So I'm guessing most of them would be able to scout it, but certainly on the ladder you'd get a long way by just building a hidden base. But yeah.
That is true.
Here we see most of the buildings going down. So this, I think, puts Tier on a 2-for-2 record. A reasonable start. I think. Am I correct in thinking all bots from 2-for-2 except for Micro Machine and Sarsa? Sarsa's on 3-for-1, and Micro Machine. Oh, sorry, no. 5-minute bot is, I think, on 1-for-3. But yeah, it's been a very good opening night for the tournament.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen so far.
And I think...
Like, these games have all been, like, super engaging, you know?
Yeah. I think that's the end of the replay. I think...
How is that the... I mean, it's clear who won, but I'm just surprised.
Is it a replay desync?
My replay, like, died here, too.
Yeah, it's a desync on the replay. Hold on.
Okay.
I can get it back. 1 minute.
How do we get it back?
Give me a sec. Okay, so I think Micro Machine just quit at that point.
I think Micro Machine makes a comeback here. Like, I don't think it's quite as clear cut as you might think. Terran has a lot of surprises.
You're a Terran player, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a win for Tia there. But yeah, so I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun too. It's been. Thanks for inviting me to co-commentate. It's been great.
Yeah. But no, thanks for being on. You really
saved
thank
us.
You. But yeah, same
great.
time tomorrow.
If I'm around tomorrow, I'll be sure to. Are we doing anything at 2 tomorrow?
No, we're drafting at 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
We might have to. I might not be available at the same time tomorrow.
Did you say you're drafting, as in Magic playing Magic? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So if we start maybe a little earlier, I might have a little more time.
Geek. Geek.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll see what we can do. But
okay.
So yeah.
It's up to you, man. Like.
Cool.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone else, for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow.
We've got a lot of viewers.
I know. I was quite surprised. But yeah, So it's been quite a successful opening night. Tomorrow we will deal with Group B, who has Three-Way Lover, who is one of the cheesiest bots in the league. He's finished second in the ladder. By default of doing that would be one of our favourites. We have Kakamine, who's our first Java bot, made by HJax. He's a Grandmaster, so hopefully he'll be turning his Grandmaster level knowledge of Starcraft into a bot and beating everyone. We also have a few other bots there. We have Ramu, Seabot, Early Aggro, and Madbot. All very solid bots on the ladder that have been ripping it up. So hopefully we should have some really, really fun games. Make sure and join us. But for now, bye.
Later.